I'm gonna put us on record, so we're just gonna get into it. Slap it. No.
Why?
Why? No, I just no. We just need to get into the.
It's the song from Portugal.
Yes. By the way, I try to say I'll be there every morning, every night. That song.
It was the theme of the thing.
Yeah, that was our theme song for
Penis.
just waking up. Yes, the penis song.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to the. Oh shit! What is it? 57th? Oh, 56th?
Should we check?
Yes.
I think it's...
I don't remember. We missed a week, so.
It's probably 57.
Because I was like busy spewing my guts out.
Oh, nice.
I'll show her the vomit through the nose thing.
Tell us more about it.
Yeah.
56 is the latest one. Artistic mishmash and drinking game. So, 57. Whee!
Okay. Now we're live, for real. For real.
For real.
Live for real.
For real,
Gangsta,
yo.
back from the...
Yeah, dog.
Fuck. Welcome.
Focus.
Okay. Focus.
Fuck us all.
Okay. So, welcome back to the 57th episode of the Sketchbook Heroes. With us this week, we have a guest. So, join me, Ilias.
And me, Robert.
And me, comrades.
All right, General. Yeah, and that is my buddy.
Andy.
Grabranjansko something. Who knows?
Nah, something.
Something.
Just Andy, it's fine.
So, Andi Dominus Negoita.
Negoita.
Negoita! I meant Negoita. That's what I meant.
Sounds almost Japanese.
It sounds, yeah.
Yeah,
like
but
it.
it's...
When you cut your thing, it's like, no, it's
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
So, yes, we're going to be talking about this awesome project that he's been working on called Scavenger. So he's built like this huge world with, awesome fantasy sort of stuff.
We're going to talk about it.
We're going to talk about it. So I'm not going to butcher this.
Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I'm not going to butcher this. We're going to let Andy tell the story himself. And with that said, intro save us.
Go!
Power Rangers.
Nice.
Greek Ranger, economy blast.
Ruins.
Artists of the world unite. Step out of your comfort zone into the danger zone.
They loved 80s cartoons. Even with beards and tattoos, you know they haven't changed at all. Failing sketchbooks every night, getting better with each line. Sketchbook hero, imagination burning. Sketchbook hero, pick up the sketchbook hero. They don't seem to have any life. Sketchbook hero.
Awesome. So yeah, we're back. And
Hello,
like we said,
everybody.
we
Sorry
have
for
Andy
our...
here.
I just wanted to say sorry for our hiatus last week.
Mm-hmm.
We had the throwing up flu.
Yes.
And
Totally my fault.
yeah.
I had this sort of like mouth to nose action where I vomited through both. I've never vomited through my nose. Neither have I sort of like blown my nose and gotten carrots and broccoli.
Nice.
So yeah.
I heard it's a Swedish thing. It's
a
called
Swedish thing.
February.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah, it
from
is.
vomiting, like
Yeah.
vomiting.
Yeah.
Very-
It's no
Dude,
joke.
It's not a
Yes.
joke. Yeah.
I've been there myself. I know. But I've thrown up through my nose many times.
You have.
Yeah, it's called drinking.
Yeah. Okay.
Or like-
that was my first experience.
Yeah, everybody
So-
needs the first. So yeah, just wanted to jump in and say that. But we're back. We're back in business. Let's
place, yeah.
let's just dive into this.
So Andy,
Yes.
tell us a little bit about how you got started with art.
Yeah, who are you, dude?
I'm a Romanian artist, I guess. Now living in Sweden,
Nice.
in Stockholm.
Welcome.
Proud colleague of Ilias.
Yeah.
Yes. I should do something. I don't know
No,
what.
just put the mic in front of you. I was trying to be subtle, but then again, that never
Not-
works.
no.
Yeah. Now we can look into each other's eyes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is it better?
Mm.
Nah.
It's
okay.
good. No, it's just you don't have
Yeah.
to like, hello, I come from.
Just
So-
yes.
It's
easier
a
for you.
faraway card.
Okay, so how did you get started with art?
I don't know. I like to draw since I was little.
Mhm.
So I guess later in life I did art high school. Then what's after high school? It's
University?
University.
Or upper secondary.
thing.
upper secondary thingy.
Years
Doesn't
10,
matter.
10 to 13, I
Yeah.
guess, years.
Apparently, I am an economist. Actually, I'm not an artist.
You're okay.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So yeah, but no. After that, I finished university, and then I went to Gameloft. I got hired at Gameloft. as an
No.
artist.
Oh, like
I don't know it.
no,
Gameloft.
Gameloft. You never heard of
Gameloft.
it?
I've never heard of it.
mobile company doing
No, he's-
mobile games.
I'm like the biggest noob when it comes to
Oh,
computer
shit.
stuff.
I
anyway.
thought this was a joke.
No. I'm
I
not
was
that
like-
funny.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah.
Yeah.
No. And I'm guessing there are more people out there, right? That don't know what it is.
Game Loft.
Yes. Game Loft. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
So yeah, I spent there about 3 years or something.
Yeah.
Then I moved to Electronic Arts,
Mm-hmm.
also mobile. Bunch of games, and then
Name drop.
Yeah,
Just name
do
it.
it.
I don't know.
What was the most, the biggest game, fame-wise? Like,
Yeah, it was, but it was cancelled actually.
Oh, of
I thought
course it was.
It was Call of Duty for
Oh,
mobile.
really?
Mm.
Yeah,
Like, awesome.
it looked gorgeous, but it had a lot of problems.
Yeah.
So
Like VERO.
drop it. Yep.
We'll talk
Yeah.
about that later.
So yeah, then I went King in Bucharest, and we did a bunch of games in there.
Mhm.
And then here I am, Stockholm.
Ta-da!
Ended
Okay.
up with me, yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah.
But we did meet 5 years ago
Yes, we
on
did.
induction.
Yes, we were inducted.
Yeah, we were inducted together. We had food.
Yes, that was
Nice.
good.
But didn't you do like some Assassin's Creed stuff?
Yes,
What was that?
at Gameloft.
That was Gameloft, okay.
Assassin's Creed DS version.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
Nice.
Good times. Yeah, long time ago.
Did real art.
I'm old.
But by the way, growing
By
up,
the way.
did your
It's gonna be a theme
nice
song.
callback? I'll just record as much of that into this podcast that is allowed, copyright wise.
Yes.
We just like "Da-na-na-na-na." Okay.
5-minute podcast.
But did your parents sort of support you in art? Like, were they like art
Um,
appreciating like
Yeah.
people?
Yeah. I mean, they're not artists, but
No.
they saw that I'm attracted to it and I have a passion for this, and they supported me with this.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
So there was no pressure like, oh, you need to be a doctor or you need to do this
You know,
and
it's
this.
always this pressure, like, artists, they're gonna starve, you know? Especially like 10, 15 years ago. It's like, what you gonna do with art? There was no gaming industry.
They
or
give you like a
something that.
McDonald's cup. They're like, here, just in
Yeah.
case.
Tack så mycket.
Oh man, because that's like everyone's fear, like that you're gonna sort of go hungry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a recurrent theme.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just at home this weekend and my mom was still on me like that.
Oh really?
She's like, what are you going to do with your life? Seriously, you haven't saved any money. You don't have any plans. Like, I could never do this. Like, how can you be so spontaneous and do all this stuff all the time? Like, she gets crazy.
Mm-hmm.
She like, because fuck, I'm 34 years old soon. And
Super old.
yeah, super old. Like by now,
Still the youngest here. But
you know, back in the day, you were retired at this age, I guess, or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but fuck that. I'm never gonna grow up.
But how was for you guys like back in high school or something, or later when like, oh, what am I gonna do with my life? I'm gonna be an artist. Shit.
No, well, like they were really, they've always been super supportive. Everybody,
Yeah.
actually. I've never ever had anybody say anything bad about me choosing to go the way I've gone.
Yeah.
Always full support from family and friends, even grandparents. Like,
Oh, nice.
so yeah, I guess we're lucky in that way.
Yeah.
And that's why
I
we
just
are
didn't
where
know
we
what the
are.
fuck I wanted to do because
We
like
still
the
don't.
world is your oyster. You're like, what?
When do you
Yeah,
ever know what
yeah.
you want to do? Like,
Yeah.
do you seriously know 100% what you want to do now, or do you still feel like you haven't found?
Not really. I mean, I know it's something regarding art, of course. Games, I don't know, something. but it's not like I know this thing.
Yeah.
You don't have a.
For me, I mean, tattooing is the most fun I've ever had, and it's like it still is this much fun after what is it, almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
So by far, it's the best job I've ever had. But I can't say 100% that it's going to be my rest of the life job.
Yeah.
Only if I tattoo my hands, because then I can't get any other jobs. So
There you go.
But I think
As
it's
of
nice
yet.
to leave some space open, like for other opportunities, of course.
of course, and that's what you should do.
What about
Never limit yourself.
Yeah, and also I was thinking, what sort of like, sure, you went to all these like, all the normal sort of schooling, but what was your sort of, what was your, what did you major in? Like, what did you really study at school? You know, like, do you go to art school? Was it a specific?
Art high school?
Ah, okay.
So I was like in a sculpture department.
Really?
Yeah, but we draw mostly. You know?
Oh, okay.
So yeah, we did a lot of studies, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
What did you study in university then?
Oh man, I don't know the English word for that.
Say it in
Well,
It was
just
Romanian.
like
say-
economy and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So you went
Yeah.
like a real,
Yeah.
like not real education,
Nah,
but
I
you know
hated
some.
it. 4 years of that.
What?
Yes.
So can you do my taxes?
Not really.
Not
I can't do
taxable?
mine either. Especially here in Sweden.
Ah, yeah.
Fuck that, man. Screw the tax, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into that later.
Let's not.
I have stories.
But
So
should we pull this back to your project?
Yeah, let's dive into it.
So-
I'm really because I told you, Andy, before that I don't know anything about what you've done. I don't know anything about this project. Ilias gave me a heads up about it, but not really. He didn't reveal anything about it, so I'm super curious.
Yeah,
Okay.
we wanted to keep one in the know and one in the.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay.
what's the project?
I'll try to explain it as good as I can.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
it's a lot of. So basically, it's you know the campaigns for like D&D. There are different campaigns, whatever.
Yeah.
And for those of
So-
you that don't know what it is, D&D
Dungeons
is
and Dragons.
Dragons. and
exactly
Dragons.
that.
Yes.
Yes. What else?
For dum-dums.
Oh, okay.
But are we talking board game or are we talking?
It's a board game,
Yeah.
Yeah.
more or less.
Cool.
But it's more complex, let's say.
Yeah,
there
yeah,
are like,
but
yeah,
just
more
so I
rules.
know,
Yeah, yeah.
that's awesome.
So Scavenger is basically started as a comic initially. I wanted to do a comic book,
Everybody wanted.
and then I figured like comics are hard, man.
We've all been down that fucking
like
road.
even people we've talked to, just
Oh,
like,
man.
yeah, start out in comics and then realize that shit is fucking hard.
Yeah.
Hard lesson to learn. Ugh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So basically, every frame I wanted to draw was a massive picture, like super high-end fantasy. Like, no, let's try something else. Maybe a picture book would be better. So that evolved into an art book, but I wanted something like to be coherent. So I tried to make something up, like a world or a theme or something in there.
Nice.
And then, yeah, this idea came up. Like, okay, let's do something like my own thing, my universe, whatever. So yeah, this is how it started, and then eventually it evolved more than that. So basically, it is an art book, but it's also a campaign setting for Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
It's not an official one.
Like,
No, no, no.
unintentionally, though,
yeah,
it ended
you
up
can
being one,
use the rules that we have here to play it as a D&D campaign.
That's
as well.
awesome. I love that.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so it's a mixed thing. It's not only an art book; it's also a campaign setting. Well, it's Scavenger. Okay, it's a lot of stuff. I don't know where to start.
Let's do it like this. Try to tell sort of like what you told me was sort of like, just tell me like sort of where the universe is based and what has happened to it. You know, like
Yeah, I mean, let's start like so everybody has an idea about how it kind of looks. Let's imagine Conan the Barbarian, the movie from '82,
Fuck yeah.
something like that. I know Brom's artworks.
Yeah.
There is a major inspiration for me.
So
All right.
So let's have a base like that. Otherwise, the themes are like Mesopotamian, African culture, ancient stuff. The premise is that is this world that is not. It is fantasy, but it's a low fantasy world. Like you don't have elves and trolls and all these
Yeah.
things.
Okay.
There is no magic per se. There is like this world named Akara right now. Like, the names are going to be changed. I don't know.
But it's fine. Just let's call them
you have this
something too.
continent, and then at some point civilization collapsed because plague, earthquakes, wars, whatever happened at the same time.
Nerds.
The world is fucked right now, pretty much. And this is the kind of one of the last city-states, Tarnak, that survived, because at the center of the city there is this huge stone pillar or some sort of alien pillar that arrived there around, I don't know, a few hundred years ago. Nobody really knew what it is until recently they discovered it's basically a gateway to some other planes, other worlds. So everybody's drawing to the city, Tarnak. Now there's a lot of merchants, corruption, slaves. So it's not a pretty place, but it's like the last chance of mankind.
But
to
it's
survive.
very deserty, right? This place was. Is it sort of like dry?
Sort of. It's not like desert world or
No,
something.
but I mean like
like
it's
savannah.
Yeah,
let's say.
exactly. That's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's a bit dry in nature,
Yeah.
but not
Yeah.
like desert dry.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, exactly. So yeah, and there isn't no like a story per se. Like it's not like a storybook or something. It's more like a world setting where the players will play in, and I'm developing more on that, like the lore of the world.
So you're just helping D&D players like with a new sort of campaign world
Yeah,
or
yes,
atmosphere and stuff.
exactly. Yeah, providing a setting for them to play
And
within.
play in characters and
Yes,
stuff.
yes.
So would you mind sort of telling us a little bit about sort of the different like major races that are in play?
Sure. As I said, I don't want to have like the basic trope like trolls and all that.
Elves, blah
Yeah,
blah blah, dwarves.
I mean, Tolkien, I love you, but no.
yeah,
Let's evolve.
We've had enough of the singing.
I tried.
No more singing and traveling. And trolls and orcs.
Yeah, basically for now there are like 3 playable races, like humans, of course, they can do everything. There are others, a bit, they called Moloch right now, but probably they're going to change the name.
Moloch.
Moloch. They're like some huge 4-handed beasts. They're a bit slow.
Goro.
Yeah, sort of like Goro, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. And the others are like Keith, I think they're named. And
They're level designers.
exactly.
How you know Keith?
Yeah, I know Keith. Oh, yeah, tattooed
You
Keith.
tattooed Keith.
His brothers.
The master race.
It's sort of like not really like goblins, but small like agile creatures, more savage, like live in forest and stuff like that.
Nice.
So far, this is what the playable races are. But then you have more classes. So each race you can have more classes, and we try to come up with new classes in there. Okay, for example, I need to go back a bit. So from the other world that you're gonna travel through the gate, right now the other world doesn't have a name. I call it Nexus. Something happened there because all you can find right now are just like some megalithic ruins
Okay.
and strange things happening around. But otherwise, everything is kind of dead except some weird shit that survived.
Nice.
So yeah, I think this is gonna be led to the player to discover what's in there. I don't want to spoil it.
Yeah.
But the whole thing in Nexus was based on these crystal shards that are red crystal shards that are everywhere right now. And they are kind of providing the, let's say, magic element in there. Like
Yeah.
they can provide some unnatural powers. And if the more you're exposed to them, you kind of get some benefits, but also some like nasty
Mutation?
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, mutations. That could be good, can be bad.
Oh yeah, depending on luck.
Yeah,
Oh, that
exactly.
is fucked up.
Yeah, so this is class named the Tainted or the Corrupted. So you're gonna have these mutations on your body, like I don't know, some crust on your skin, stuff like that. And then you have some things like you can see maybe in the dark, or maybe you're faster or stronger, but then, I don't know, some things that are not as good.
Are these people also
Like
going to
charisma.
be? But I'm thinking, are these people like story-wise also going to be shunned? Or, you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I don't have a clear structure right now. It's a massive thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like we've talked about that. And I think we
Yeah.
should come back to that. Like, how do you sort of like you're trying to create this massive world that people are supposed to sort of like feel is alive, and then sort of when you start thinking about shit like this, it just like it grows out of proportions.
Yes.
So I would love to talk to you later
Yeah.
on how we sort of contain it and start somewhere.
Sure,
Like
sure.
how you sort of managed it.
Yeah.
But I mean, so far I'm really hooked. I'm wishing you made a movie instead.
That would have been cool.
So
Yeah.
coming soon.
Instead of Avatar.
Yeah,
for me.
instead of Avatar.
Those weird looking.
Yeah, that's okay. But no, it sounds super interesting, and yeah, obviously I want to know a lot more and everything else. But should we sort of move on from this a bit and go back to like where that idea came from, maybe? Like,
Oh man, I don't really remember exactly because I think it's about a year and a half since I started it.
okay.
But then again, it's just like it's a hobby. So
Yeah.
it's the
Yeah.
second job. I go home if I have time and I'm okay. I'll work on this, you know.
But you spend a lot of time on those pictures, don't you?
I do.
Yeah. Because it's personal, so you care.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
You give a fuck.
Yes, I do.
But was it because you were a big D&D fan as a kid, or still am, maybe?
Not really, because well, I come from Romania.
Yeah. Whereabouts in Romania?
Brăila, it's a small city. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. No, I have a friend from Transylvania, so of course.
Oh,
it's
really?
not there. It's
Oh,
near.
no.
Okay, nice.
But yeah, I mean, I'm born in '82. Back then, there was this Ceausescu thing in there, like communism and all that shit. So there wasn't much D&D in there.
No, okay.
Yeah.
After 90, things happened there slowly.
Yeah.
But D&D, I got a grasp of it, I think, from video games, actually.
Mm-hmm.
The early ones, I guess. So this is where I learned about D&D. But I haven't played D&D until, like, I don't know, 6 years ago or something like that.
Okay.
So yeah.
I mean, I still haven't played, so I'm like, it sounded like I was an
I just
expert
want
in
to
some
play.
way.
I just want
It
to.
sounded
should.
like it just sounds so much fun.
It's
like
amazing.
what was the podcast called?
Adventure Zone?
Yeah, the Adventure Zone.
Yeah, the Adventure Zone. Super good.
Yes.
I love it.
You should play it, both of you.
Yeah.
You're best for this. You're born for this.
Hi, I am High Wizard Ilias the Greek.
And I am the guy who can't do voices.
No, but really, it's for me, it's kind of the best game in the world. Actually,
Nice.
it's actually like a theater play. Let's say.
Yeah, that's exactly why I
Yeah.
enjoy it, I think.
Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can add.
So where this started? Yeah. So I grew up with stuff like this, like video games from the 90s. I don't know, comics and stuff like that.
Mhm.
You know, pop culture. But I
Yeah.
always was drawn about this fantasy thing. Maybe because I think one of the first movies I saw was Conan the Barbarian from
Yeah.
92.
Yeah.
So that stuck with me.
Nice.
I still find that it's a good movie. And
Dude, I loved it as a kid.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, who didn't?
Haven't rewatched it.
Maybe you shouldn't.
yeah,
I'm
no,
not the
Just
remake
keep
either.
it pure.
exactly.
Nah,
Some
the
things are
remake.
better.
Yeah, in your head. But I can appreciate them still. Like some of them that I know were made sort of poorly.
They're cheesy.
Yeah, exactly,
You
but
can
it
see the
works,
flaws,
yeah.
but still a good movie, like story-wise.
Yeah, it's one of those good bad flicks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Perfect. And plus the nostalgia just makes it awesome.
Yeah,
Exactly.
nostalgia is what sort of ties it together.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Okay, I really want to see it now. God damn it.
You should.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then later came like all these D&D games like Baldur's Gate, Icewind Dale,
Yeah,
Planescape, all the things. Like they have a big influence on me.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of want to recreate some stuff.
Did
with
you like Torment as
nostalgia.
well? Was
Oh,
that
the
you?
best? Yeah.
Yeah, because I've read the poor book, the poorly written book.
The poor book.
I had the
Poorly-
game.
yeah,
Yeah,
really?
when I got the game from someone, and with the game you got like a little pocket
Yeah,
book with like I don't know.
Yeah, but the story in the book
200
is shit.
pages, 300 pages,
Yeah.
or something, just with the super weird story.
Yeah, actually, when I started this Scavenger thing, it was more in this nature, like Planescape, more like not supernatural, but more weird as fuck.
Yeah, but it was because it was like flowing eyeballs and shit
Yeah.
with wings and you know
can
like
talk
all
to your
that.
sword
Yeah.
and all that shit.
All that crazy.
Yeah.
No, but it was like super out there. Like all the characters they just looked like like cut body parts out of
Yeah.
just mix and match.
It sounds like pretty much every anime I've ever seen.
Pretty much.
No, but it
It's
was.
totally over the top. And
But I never did manage to run the game on my computer.
You can find it on GOG.com.
Ooh.
Hey.
There you go.
Go check it out.
Is it legal?
Yeah,
Sweet.
sure. You can buy it. It works.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, that was. Sorry,
The
we just
influence.
yeah.
No, but
just
we do
always,
this all.
Yeah, we always keep
It's
derailing
fine.
and
That's
talking.
fine.
But yeah, so
You don't remember how it really got started, though? That's what you said, Scavenger. Like you don't know where it's sort of like.
I think I wanted to do this comic book.
Yeah,
I want to do something like my own,
Like-
not like my own IP or something, but
Just
something
a
that
project, yeah.
exactly. Like, I can work on something that I really like.
so
I
it
mean,
sort of evolved into what it is from you just wanting to do something,
Yes.
and then like, oh, I can't be fucked doing a comic book. I'll do
Yeah.
this, and then I can't be fucked doing that. I'll do this, and then
I have a good question then, because something when I want to do stuff, you know, like you do them for a while and you're like, fuck this.
Oh, yeah.
What kept you sort of like?
motivated.
No, at what part of the process? Because I think you just had like meh
yes.
at some point. But what did you make, or like at what instance did you feel like, I'm onto something? You know, like this is gonna drive me for a while until the next just
This happens with every artwork that I work with. Like the first stages, it's
Yeah.
gonna be like, I hate it. It's not good. But then I don't know. You have to persist and
Persist, yeah.
persist, and it's gonna be good. I mean, the feedback that I got on the first official illustration I did for Scavenger. I mean, I was really inspired, I guess, that it was a really good one, and the feedback was really good. Like, everybody was like, wow, what's this? Awesome. I was like, okay, I can do it. So,
You're onto something.
yeah.
so likes is what you're saying.
It is important to have, like, feedback because...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially in this day and age.
Especially from people that don't do art, because it's so much simpler.
And
They love
especially
everything now.
If you open, like, Instagram or Facebook,
Yeah.
I have only, like, I don't know, all the artists that are doing all the awesome stuff. And I'm like, fuck. I need to do it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Always. Yeah.
I had another follow up to that, but it just slipped my mind. And this is why you write shit down, but no dice.
We're
have to
saving
know
saving
that.
nature. And
Yeah, we're
paper
saving paper.
and ink and all of this stuff.
It's a good excuse.
No, but I want to ask you because I really enjoy those sort of like where you see this like the different scavenger types, like people
Yep.
out scavenging in that area. What's that called? The area where they sort of like go through the gate and come to with the giants on like the dead creatures, the big dead creatures.
Nexus right now.
Is that was Nexus?
Let's call it
okay.
Nexus. I don't know. It will change.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just gonna call it Nexus for this episode. But I really enjoy those pieces where you sort of see them. They have this sort of like armor that looks like mutated and sort of like part of nature. You know, like it looks like parts of these beasts.
Yeah.
That they've sort of like welded and done stuff and made them armor out of them because they look like the environments that they're in. And you have these earthy colors like it's greens and browns and they're really nice.
I don't know. I don't have like a right back then. I didn't have exactly what I didn't know exactly what I wanted to do. It just like came up eventually. It's iteration, and I was like, oh, maybe I dropped this color here. Oh, looks good. Okay, let's leave it there. You know.
Yeah.
So I don't remember exactly how I did the first one, the one that you're talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think I had a clear sketch on that. I just doodle and then put it together, doodle some more, put it together, and in the end, it was something good. But yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I think for some of our listeners, for example, let's say we talk about one of your characters. How do you sort of? I know how you do it, but
No, you
just
don't.
for the listeners, because I've seen your reference and everything, but I'm just thinking like, how would you go about creating a piece like this? Could you go sort of like like in general?
Yeah.
Because it's a
Yeah, do
talk
you get the
podcast.
idea for the character first, or do you start sketching and then it evolves into the character, or how?
Or do you
how
start with reference before you even start?
Yeah.
I don't think it's a clear path. I mean, it depends on what you can have an idea about how
Yeah,
it
yeah,
looks. You can have an idea about the character, like how the character thinks and stuff like that. So you can have an idea about like the setting and the character there. So there's not just one way to do it. But I always look for reference.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to like not copy the reference, but the more reference you have, I spend between 1 hour, 2 hours, maybe more. Sometimes depends. It's good to have like a good reference and just take something from there, combine it. Yeah.
Make it your own.
Yeah.
Because what I like about what you did was like you didn't just you didn't get satisfied with just finding the reference. You take it all out and put it on one page, so you have it at all times, which I really like. That I don't do. I just I take one reference at a time. I'm just like, fuck this. I'm just gonna look at this for a while and just flip to the other one, and that sort of kills the process a little, you know. So I really like that you have like a reference, like for like it was like a character, armor, a knife, you know, like a sword, like a couple of different hilts, you know.
For example, I search for reference. I saved in a folder like, I don't know, 20, 40 images with stuff, random stuff. I don't really care at that point. Like if I see something like a ring or something, I just save it there. And then after I have all this reference, I just make an artboard in Photoshop and just put like from those 30, I just choose 10 maybe, like the most important ones. But I still have the others in the back of my mind, you know. And from that, I start to sketch something.
Yeah,
Cool.
that is really nice.
And then again, not every sketch is going to be something good.
No.
So
Dude. Yes. I know.
yeah, it's the frustration part. But
Every 20?
yeah,
No. Yeah.
But I like that process. That process
it's
made
really
me think.
professional.
yeah.
But I never draw on my computer, so
That doesn't matter where you do it.
no, I know.
I mean-
but it's like getting them all in one place. You know that thing.
Yeah, but lately I
really
use
like it.
the Procreate app on
Yeah.
my iPad, and it's really nice because you have a split screen.
Yeah, I know.
And you can
That's
open
how
like
I do it
reference
now.
on
Yeah.
Pinterest or Dropbox, and it's
Perfect.
way easier. Yeah.
Nice.
That
Take-
is
take
a
away
really
reference.
nice picture. Yeah, that's a really nice. That's how I do it.
Yeah.
I have Pinterest on the side
Yeah.
and just have the images. It's really nice.
While we're there, so what tools do you use? Like, do you work primarily with a Cintiq or your?
I use Photoshop,
Yeah.
like just my laptop and Photoshop.
Wacom?
Yeah, Wacom
Which one?
Of, I don't know, the old one.
Screen or like
Intuos,
Intuos?
Intuos 2 or 3 or another.
Oh,
one.
shit,
nice.
we're way
One.
back.
Retro.
Yes.
I
Still
love
works fine. I don't
Yeah,
get
they
it.
do.
Yeah.
I still
I
use
think I'm
mine.
stuck on 4 at home as well, like the 4. Yeah, the 4 without the LED lights.
I have the Intuos
later
Pro
4.
now,
Yeah.
which is awesome. But I just got it for free from them because I
This
do
is why it's
something.
awesome.
That's why it's awesome.
Yeah.
That's why it sounds like free is.
Yeah. Yes.
Yum, yum, yum.
Okay, so but that's what you use all the time.
Yeah, when I finish the art, it's just Photoshop and Wacom.
Yeah.
But then the start, it's gonna be like pen and pencil on paper, or just to Procreate something that's really loose. Doesn't matter.
Like
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah, I can put it in Photoshop later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't do 3D. I should learn 3D.
Yeah, I know. Same here.
We all should. Yeah.
We all should.
I know 3D, but I
3D
hate it.
is the future. That's the thing.
Yeah,
is 3D.
And the future is now, so we're all fucked.
Yeah.
That's why I hate those 17-year-olds that know all of it. Like, oh, I do After Effects and 3D, and I can also build a house. You're like,
Yeah. But dude, like think about it. Like maybe like 15 years ago when we started, there weren't that many like tutorial and stuff that you have to search.
dude, I remember
Internet.
when people were talking about having a Wacom.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god! And the art was like poor. It wasn't very good.
Yeah.
Like I found some pieces, but they're not very good. They were just good at the time.
Yeah.
Like now you see like a 12-year-old like
I know.
whip out something better.
I know.
So, but I was so impressed. And then when I first got my first one, like a Graphite 4, like a really small like A6
Jesus.
one, I just drew like once and I was like, oh my god, I'm out of my element. And then I just fucking didn't draw for a year. Like with that. Like I drew traditionally. Fuck. That was intimidating as hell.
Jesus. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
My story to acquire a Wacom was really interesting because, of course, I didn't have much money to buy one. So I did some storyboards for a guy who contacted me. And with that money, I bought a scanner.
Oh, nice. Nice.
Yeah, and with the scanner, I drew more art,
Yeah,
scanned it,
and
put it
scanned.
online.
Oh, yeah.
And now everybody can see it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I participated into some contest, I guess, won the contest, and the contest was you can won this Wacom
Oh,
thing.
nice.
Really?
And then I was king.
Where did you win? Like what
Yes.
site back in the day?
DeviantArt?
CG?
No. I think it was a Romanian forum, visual art or
Oh,
something.
sweet.
Yeah.
Nice. Good
Oh.
job.
This guy.
Congrats, man.
Oh yeah.
Because no
I
one
made it.
else knew how to draw. Like,
Yeah, I was so frustrated back then. Like everybody put stuff online, and I couldn't. I have to go to some shop to
shit, yeah.
scan the thing,
Yeah, like a
put it on a
process.
diskette.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Like on a disc, a floppy. you
yeah,
know, like
floppy
a-
disk. Yeah.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
dude.
That's fucking old school.
Yeah.
I even forgot they existed.
Dude. Oh, man. Yeah, now that you mention it. So many things were
That
tedious
happened.
back then. Dude, I know. I used to scan my work. Where the fuck did I scan it before I got my own one? Like, I think Patrick and some friends, like, bought me a scanner at some point. Just to be able to scan my work, like a super cheap
Jesus.
one, like they
Yeah,
put
yeah.
money together and bought like a cheap scanner for like 600 crowns or something. And I had that motherfucker for years. And
Nice.
the stuff that we scanned back then, it was just like, fuck. It was already like bad when you do it. Like, it did not get better by being
know.
like scanned.
I still have my first one. I still use it.
I sold mine actually.
But it's also a printer that I haven't
ever
refilled
used. Oh, okay.
ever. Like, but it still works. The scanner works. It's awesome.
But it was
in
really,
Germany.
really frustrating back then because we went to the shop like with a floppy disk, you scan it, you go home, floppy disk is broken. Come back. Exactly.
Motherfucker. Shit, yeah. Things could go wrong back then. Oh, man. I remember sort of how long it took. I remember I wanted to, like, I was really into J. Scott Campbell. And I was like, I'm just going to download a few images.
Wait, two.
Oh, dude.
down.
Yes. I think one image at Patrick's house took, like, hours. Like, I'm not kidding, hours. To load one image because, I don't know, the server
Yeah.
was slow. Like, all the servers were slow. Like, the world was slow back then. So, yeah, fuck me. And then I had printed, like, 4 images in total in, like, an 8-hour day or something like that.
Or like halfway through and then
Yeah.
somebody calls.
Oh, dude, yeah. I think he had, like, a good connection. Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't.
Got a good connection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the
so
world.
let's never talk about that
Yeah.
part of the internet ever.
So
Ancient.
weird.
But again, if we go back to the sort of, okay, when building a world, like I've tried, I talked to you about it, I've talked to you
Oh yeah,
about
yeah,
it.
yeah. We
About
should
my,
talk about it.
yeah, my project, no,
Yes.
it's too rough yet. I want it to be more solid
Like
before
it's
I talk.
rough.
But dude, I nice.
That is what he said.
Well played. Well played. Because I really like the sort of like the baseline of my world, but it's not nowhere as fleshed out as yours because you have a lot of visual images to sort of support it, and they create like when I think about your world, a lot of questions pop up because you have so much supporting art for it. But how do you sort of manage? Because I like just like jumping into comics, you just realize it's a big task.
Yeah, it's huge.
And even creating a world, because for me, I'm more of like I've read more books, so when I create stuff, for me it goes the book way, like unintentionally. It feels more natural to just create it like that. But then again, as soon as you start rolling the ball, that ball just fucking escalates, and then you're sort of out of your.
Yep.
Like you're just in too deep, too
Yeah.
fast. Like it all just like, oh shit, I need all this at the same time to make
Yes.
this work.
Uh,
How do you manage your project?
I can say in the beginning,
Cocaine, right?
It's
Right?
yes.
Yes.
How did you know?
How did you know? How did you know?
We smell it.
Damn it. No, but I can say like in the beginning, it's very very rough and very hard to make sense of all this information. That all the ideas are the ideas that pop up here and there. Like I want to do this, and I want to do this, and this, and this, and this.
Yeah, that's me all the time about everything.
Yeah, I know. But it's I don't think I have a solution for this.
Just give us the recipe, motherfucker.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Teach us.
Teach.
I just took a sketchbook and I noted down every idea that I have, and when the pile added up, I just put them in order somewhere and make sense of it at some point somehow. But this takes time. It's not like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And like, I mean, but you said you've done this project for about 1.5 years now. I wouldn't say that's a long time. That's,
It's not.
It's still.
if it was full time, maybe it's enough, I guess. But yeah, it's not full time.
But I think it's really impressive that you've come so far with it in that amount of time still working a full-time job and surviving.
Yes,
So-
and I must add that at some point, a few months back, I realized I needed help because I can draw, but I can't really write things.
Oh, okay.
So well, actually, I know this guy. It's Radu, Roberto Ducci.
Yeah,
Maybe
just shout out.
yeah. He is into. Maybe you guys know D&D Dark Sun.
No.
Okay, it's a setting in Dungeons and Dragons.
I got that much.
Yes.
Like that's all I know.
So Robert is the not mastermind, but he is the biggest fan I know.
Mhm.
He has the unofficial website for this setting. It's
Okay.
atas.org, and he saw my artwork. He really liked it. It's kind of similar to that universe in some ways. So yeah, we got together, and now Robert is doing the
Your
design.
boyfriend? No. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Nice. He likes it rough too.
Yes.
This is a room full of men like
Oh,
me.
yeah,
rough.
small room. And it's hot in here.
It's
Yeah,
super
it's so
hot,
fucking hot in
always.
here.
That's why we always joke about it.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not a joke.
Yeah, it's not a joke. It's just hot in
It
here.
is. It is.
It's not a 50 Cent song or a Nelly or whoever
No.
the fuck sang it.
We try to keep on our old clothes.
Mhm.
Just to be
But
nice.
yeah, you guys got together.
Yeah, and we're working together right now. So he's doing the writing, the lore of the world, the design of the game world, and I'm gonna do the lore, of course, and also the artwork.
So how does that work then? Like, do you have scheduled days or
Well-
like certain times that you sort of meet up or Skype or whatever you do?
We kind of
Like,
had this in the beginning, of course, to understand what's the world about, what should we write about, and he went back and like, okay, I'm gonna take my time and write about this. Of course, I'm gonna get back to you and clear some things. So we're still there, yeah.
Okay.
But things are going well.
But
So-
how many pages is he writing?
I don't know. I think it's about 30, 40. I don't remember exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
But are you guys writing a story about the world? What is the story? Like, what
No.
are you fleshing out?
I mean, of course, there will be some part of story, but it's not really fleshed out. It's more about the setting and a lore of the world.
Okay.
Lord
To
of
make
the
it
world.
playable? Like, to make it playable?
Yes, exactly. So like this city, who's in the city, what does it does, what does it do,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
And yeah, we'll have some story at some point, but it's like really minimal story that you understand who's running the city, why it is happening, stuff like that.
Sweet.
It's not like a book.
No, it's not a
Yeah.
book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but it's really really interesting and good to know for, well, I guess for us that we haven't played, and I'm guessing a lot of the listeners probably don't. Well, some might not even know what Dungeons and Dragons are. So
Yeah, it might be.
it's interesting and fun to hear about like how it works. So like. Yeah, maybe just let's do that. How does Dungeons and Dragons really work? If you can make it as short as you can,
man.
just for people who don't know at all what it is.
I don't know, you just gather a bunch of nerdy friends around, you get some dices and some rule books,
Yeah.
and you basically pick character, you create your own character, what you want to play. Maybe you want to play a fighter or, I don't know,
Dwarf.
sorcerer, a dwarf,
Mage,
or whatever.
Yeah.
And you create your character, you have some statistics, and every time you use those statistics in the play, like let's say, I don't know, you play a thief and you want to steal some money from someone
Yeah.
in game, because this is what you do in real life as well, and you have to roll the dice.
Nicely put.
And let's say if for using that skill,
Yeah.
you have a number for it.
Yeah, you have a number like an 8.
Yeah, and every time you do an action, you have to roll the dice, and that's added, and
Yeah,
the
yeah.
success of that roll. It's
Also
like,
depends on who you're stealing from, right? What
of course,
their points
of
are
course,
and like
yes.
how, yeah,
You need a dungeon master. Is basically someone who knows
a story.
all the rules,
All
that's
the
the
lore.
god of the game. Basically,
That's
Yeah.
insane.
yes,
Yeah.
he's the
That
AI.
is the nerdiest, the nerdiest,
nerdiest
guy.
nerd.
Yeah, the nerdiest nerd of the nerds.
Yes.
the nerd herder. But nerd herd, that is
Yeah.
what he is, like a nerd
Yes.
herder.
Optionally, we can do cosplay.
Nice.
That is too far.
Yes.
That is just like I see like Gandalf the White, the Grey, and they all just meet in a fucking cellar, and they're
Yes.
like, "Now we will play a game of Dungeons and Dragons." And they're
Some people do this.
yeah.
Well, of course they do. They need to get into the
Those are
character.
the trolls.
Yes.
They dress like wizards.
But it's super awesome.
yeah, it's super cool.
No, it's good. I mean, it can take hours and hours.
Yeah.
It's not a game that you finish in 3 hours or 4 hours. You can
Yeah.
play it for a month.
Yeah. You
Some
just
people
keep-
play it for like since 80s or something.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that is but that must be like the weirdest gameplay where they
Yes.
never face like any dangers. They're like, and then you threw him with your magic sword, 56 points. Everyone has like 7 points.
Yeah. Imagine your character dies at some point.
Yeah.
Ugh.
That's fine. That's the best. Like, I'm tired of this guy. We stab him with I have this banana in my bag.
Flaming dildo.
Yeah, exactly. The dragon ate you. Oh well. But how does that work? For example, if we're playing a campaign, like all of us, and then like my character dies, can you sort of introduce another character
Yes.
from zero scratch? Of
yes,
course.
yes.
But they can just jump in with a new
Yes.
one. Like it's okay.
Well, it depends
cool.
on the dungeon master. If he's an okay guy,
No,
it's
okay,
like,
okay.
okay, just roll another character with the level. Yeah.
Because I think that is a really nice way. Like, sure, your character died. That's sad. Because if you've invested like years or hours or whatever.
Yes.
But I think it's also cool that if you have like sort of to keep it fun with your friends. If someone's an asshole, like no, you can't play, and they're gonna play for another 3 hours. That's fun.
No, but usually what you can do in D&D, you can just go to a priest or someone that can resurrect your character.
Of course.
It's not easy, but it can be done.
Okay. Because I think it's pretty cool though to sort of like at least if you're, it doesn't even have to be that you're dying, just that you have like a friend that's joining for that day, and you can have like a side character come in. That
Yeah.
would be pretty
Yeah,
cool,
you
and
can,
he's
I
just
think.
part of this mission or
Yeah.
whatever the fuck you're doing.
Yeah.
And then you can just sacrifice the fucker, like, we pushed him in, we stole the gold. Because he's not going to be in the next time. So it's-
That's the beauty of D&D. You can do basically almost anything.
Nice.
yeah.
So
I think
it's fun.
actually our old art director, Seamus, was playing with his daughter, and they met a troll or something, and the troll wanted pizza. His daughter was dungeon master.
Really?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is awesome. Yeah. So she required him like a pizza from him as like sort of the toll or something. And of course you don't have pizza in D&D. So yeah, but it was fun. Like I like that twisted element.
Yes.
Like you still
Yeah, it's
play
amazing.
it, but you make it fun for like whoever you're playing with.
Yep. Yeah.
It sounds amazing. Like I really wish like we could do a proper session, but it also takes a shitload of time to
it
do.
takes a lot of time, but
But I think you
one
can
day you should do it.
But I'm gonna try to join Rasmus and
Yeah.
you guys
Yeah,
next
sure.
time, and try to come in with my magic sword.
Do it. I'll find some geeks in Australia. And I'll do it.
No, I'll really try to join that one, and I'll make my character so fucking crazy so I can kill him the same day, just because I probably won't be able to join.
Exactly.
like-
Maybe you can join like a character, temporary character. that
temporary
joins in,
character.
like
I'm gonna be sort of I'm gonna go
Don't spoil
all
it.
crazy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all crazy.
Awesome.
I don't know.
All right. That was a good derail. Thanks for the info. All right. I always want to know what.
How big is your
Yeah.
following?
Exactly. No, but like with your art, and I did sort of prepare you a little bit for this one. But do you know anything in your life that sort of ignited the art spark? Something that like, did you see? Because you talked about, you didn't have a lot of stuff in the beginning, and then you started seeing video games and then comics and all of this stuff. Was there like a certain video game that made you start drawing, or something that you can remember from back in the day, like your first artistic memory?
yeah. I again, as I said, oops.
What are you doing?
So, as I said, like back then in 80s, 90s Romania, there wasn't much stuff like this. So I think maybe because there wasn't much stuff like this, I really wanted to get into this,
Yeah.
So
So you started creating yourself.
yeah,
then?
I guess the earliest memory I guess I have is from kindergarten when I draw this huge paper with a lot of characters in there, like a lot of stuff happening. And then the teacher came in and was really impressed. Like, oh, you should go to this art class and something like that.
Oh, okay,
Nice.
yeah,
And I
that's
think
awesome.
back then was like realizing, oh, I'm kind of like
Yeah,
it.
people are saying I'm good.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm getting noticed.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing something
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's so important, though. Like,
no, I think so too. Like
yeah.
pushing young,
you need the
soft minds
Yeah.
in the right direction.
the fuel.
But then again, I mean, you can do it properly, and you can have the confidence and make it like good.
Mhm.
But there are people like they're gonna tell you like, "Oh, you're super talented," but actually you're not. Persist in there.
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
Exactly.
But I think, are we really talented though? You know
No.
what I mean? Like, is it
Yes
really?
and no.
Because we've
I
sort
think
of talked-
Moderately successful, I guess.
yes, no, but I'm just saying that artists in general, like, are usually just fucking like some type of crazy people that just like find refuge in the pen, and we spend a lot of time doing it. Is that talent? No, that's a fucking disease. Like, it's a good disease, a good
Yeah.
type of mental.
Yeah.
It's a mild
I know.
ADHD or something.
But like, yeah, exactly. Instead of like going out fighting or drinking, or
Yeah.
maybe you do all of it,
Yeah.
but you still sort of like you find time to put it in your sort of drawing. Like,
Yeah.
I think.
No, what I'm saying it's okay. You work on your
Yeah,
art
yeah,
and
yeah.
skills, but if you're not working to get somewhere to
Yeah, yeah,
evolve,
that's what I'm- yeah.
it's kind of useless, I guess.
Yeah, it's a
Mhm.
waste.
Yeah.
But okay, so then fast forwarding from kindergarten, you're getting attention. What was your first sort of obsession then?
Porn.
With-
Obsession.
and yeah, not counting porn, like Elias said.
Oh,
Damn it. No, but did you have like a cartoon show or something like that you were really
I've tried.
yeah. I mean,
insane? Nothing?
geez, back then the Cartoon Network was really big.
Oh yeah.
No, he
Yeah.
watched Oleg and Bolek. Do you know it?
Yeah. So,
I thought
No.
you made a joke.
No, it's an actual cartoon.
Yeah.
Oleg and Bolek.
Oleg and Bolek.
no, but again,
Yeah.
going back to my kid years, so let's say, like in communist Romania, there wasn't much of a cartoon.
No.
The only cartoons were on TV only on Sunday for
Boot
half an
and
hour,
shoelace.
Yeah.
and they were terrible. There was these Russian puppets and stuff like
Oh
that.
shit.
It
Yeah.
was like shit. And then from time to time, you get some like 2D animated cartoons. Like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, this is the shit. But then, yeah, later cable came in and Cartoon Network. Like when I saw first time Cartoon Network, like what? It's a TV show
Little
that's
mind.
24/7, like only cartoons. Shit, I can't leave the house.
No,
I have to
I
see
know.
everything.
Yeah. It was fucking the best thing ever when
Mm-hmm.
Cartoon Network came, and you could like sort of pirate it like you did
Yeah,
with
yeah,
the, you know,
No,
you sort of flip
it
the
had like
channels a bunch of times, and then it sort of stopped being
Yeah.
so you could watch it.
Yeah, because in the
Man.
past, you know, TVs didn't just like if you didn't have the channel, it wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like all the channels were there.
Yeah.
You just like they
They
were
were-
jumping up and down.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then on some TVs, it would stop.
Like if you were patient enough.
Yeah, if you were patient or you sort
Which
of
you
kept
were, if
like
you
flicking
were.
back and forth in the channels, then sometimes you just froze and you just had a line that just came by like every now and
and
then.
it was
Okay.
easy to ignore.
And it was, you were a
know?
kid, yeah. You were like, "There's no fucking HD.
Exactly.
It's just the thing. It's fine."
This is why your eyes are doing like
Yeah,
this all the
exactly.
time.
No, but it was like a great way to watch cable without having cable, sort of.
Yeah. But yeah, I remember Cartoon Network. I mean, that's where
Yeah.
I discovered Scooby-Doo for the first time.
What?
Yeah,
Really?
pretty much. Or they probably showed it at
I think,
TCC
no,
at some
I think
point.
like no, I think like Channel 3 Swedish showed it as well. Like
they
I
had
think-
the other versions of it, like the newer, like
Maybe,
the kitty,
okay.
the Scooby-Doo Kids
Scrappy-Doo
versions and
and-
stuff.
oh.
Like the newer versions of it, which I loved. I loved that too. But the original
everything.
Scooby-Doo,
I love that.
and I'm still like obsessed with Scooby. Like every time I see a new Scooby-Doo DVD, I get it. I have to.
Really?
Yeah.
If it is the same one.
Not if it's the same.
It's
one.
always the same one. Just
But
a
it
new
is
cover.
pretty much, yeah. But Scooby-Doo blew my mind. Like, that was so cool.
Yeah, I drew a lot of Scooby Doo as well.
I didn't draw it that much, but it opened up my brain to, like, well, it can be sort of scary and kid stuff too. And then,
Then you rewatch it like 20
Yeah,
years later
man.
and shit.
Yeah.
Holy dicks, it's bad.
it's not shit. It's
Depends.
No, the animations are so
Yeah, it
poor.
is.
They're like He-Man style. Yeah, just like it's so poorly done. The only good thing about He-Man and most of the cartoons of the 80s is the intro.
awesome. Oh, yeah.
The rest is just shit.
But
Like,
it's so funny.
so
Like,
bad. I tried watching like
They-
Thundercats. I'm like, I can't watch this.
yeah, me too. I saw
Turtles,
the first
yeah.
first episode, and I'm like, oh, no.
Yeah, I saw like a couple, but no. And then I went to see Turtles. I watched
yeah,
it while
Turtles,
working at work. I saw 38 episodes. That's the farthest I've gone to any cartoon show, like rewatch.
Still fucking impressive though.
And then I was like, no, I can't watch this. I just wanted to get to the awesome sort of, like when Usagi Yojimbo joins Turtles and
Oh,
all
yeah.
those like crossover episodes. And then I was like, I can't watch this. Like, I can't watch this. The first 3 episodes are like the best.
Yeah.
And then it just dies.
Yeah, Turtles Ninja were like really big in the
Yeah,
90s.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Dude, everywhere.
Yeah,
They
it
were
was-
making money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And so
They-
far away from the original
Yeah.
as they could fucking come.
I'm still waiting. I don't know if you guys have seen the show on Netflix. It's
About the toys?
yeah, the toys that made us.
Yeah. I haven't watched it yet, but
They have 3 or 4 episodes. I think it's 4.
I think it's
But
4, yeah.
but they don't have the Turtles one yet. So I'm just waiting for it to.
Because they have the He-Man one and the...
He-Man, G.I. Joe, Star Wars, and Barbie.
Mhm.
I'm gonna
And
watch it.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Like it's such an awesome nostalgia trip, and it's really interesting to see how they
Marketing behind it
everything.
as well, everything.
They
yeah.
show how they created the characters and everything, how they mold them, and it's really inspiring if you like toys and nerdy
nice.
stuff. So go check it out. The Toys That Made Us. It should be
Yeah.
in the recently added folder on Netflix.
Something, just Google Right Toys. I think you'll find it.
But I know
It looks
there is
really
a
nice.
really awesome Turtles documentary as well where you can see everything. But I don't remember what it's called or where I found it. But yeah, just
Well-
the whole story of the Turtles is so awesome. I love it.
But is it the Turtles like the original or the more
Everything.
mainstream? Okay,
from the
that.
first idea when the guy, like they were sitting in a couch,
Actually, what
two
was
two
his name?
friends,
Yeah.
don't remember their names now.
We've mentioned them.
And he doodled like a Ninja Turtle. Like,
yeah, on a napkin,
yeah,
I think. or
it was
something
like
that, yeah.
super ugly and shit. And then the other guy was like drew on something else on it, and then it became this super idea that still makes so much money.
That is insane, though.
Back in
Yeah.
the day, you can do this.
Yeah.
and make money.
Yes.
Now it's kind of hard.
No.
Dude, yeah, I think it's...
No, you just
but-
need to be good at Instagram.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think, yeah, nowadays algorithms sort of like
Oh, man,
control
algorithm.
everything. Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've all been introduced to the VERO craze right now, and
Yeah.
a lot of you listeners probably seen VERO as well.
Yeah.
Like, join me on VERO.
Yeah.
Join me on VERO.
That was I think the only 50
Yeah,
fucking
everywhere, like
posts
Instagram,
this morning
Twitter.
was just
Yeah.
that one.
Their servers are like,
Oh yeah,
yeah.
their servers.
this
They did
artist
not expect.
migrating.
Yeah, they did not expect, and it's just not artists.
No.
Like,
No, of
probably it's
course.
probably more
Yeah.
people, but yeah, a lot of artists for us. That's what we're surrounded by. But it looks promising. Like the servers can't handle the pressure, so you can only see your sort of what's happening like every now and then.
Yeah.
When the servers sort of like
yeah.
like gasp for air and then they die down again.
I want it to be good.
Yeah.
Right now it's a bit frustrating, but it's
Yeah, let's just
nice.
give it time, I think.
I think so
Yeah.
too. Like the only thing I do now is I post an image when it works.
Yeah.
And then I just like, I just let it be because
Let
there's
it
no
be.
point in... Nice. This is how the podcast
Yes.
works, actually.
I know.
Yeah.
You know this. But I think it's just like
You went
post
Beatles on the
stuff. Yeah. But I think it's a good way to sort of like just post something, like play around with it when it works. Then leave
Yeah.
it. Don't get like Instagram crazy with it. Like
No, no.
you just gotta lie. You know how social
Yeah.
media fucks
Baby
you up.
steps.
Yeah.
I really
Yeah.
enjoy the chronological order right now.
Yes.
I miss that.
We're back.
Yes,
It's
I
back,
know.
baby.
I just
Beautiful.
looked, and then like some people posted, and they were at the top, and there was
Yes.
not like this post from 5 days ago. Like motherfucker. And I noticed now on Instagram, I tried finding a post like you can like update by pulling up, and it sort of loads the newest.
Yeah.
They've stopped showing all the recent ones. I don't know. Like for me personally, I can't see anything recent.
No, it's
at
only old
all.
shit.
It's just like 5 days ago you didn't look at this. Like I
Exactly.
don't want to
It's
see
very
this. I don't
stupid
care.
because-
I still scrolled by it.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen it. I saw it 5 days ago,
Yeah.
but I
Yeah.
didn't like it. And then it keeps
Yes,
haunting me.
that as well. And also like there are like contests and stuff like that. They are important. Like, hey, if you do this now,
Yeah,
you can
yeah.
do this.
Oh, yeah,
Or
we
you
talked
win
about
something.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it's like
That's-
4 or 5 days ago.
4 or 5 days
Thanks.
ago. Yeah, thank you
Awesome.
for bringing this
Yeah.
to my attention.
Rub it in, bitch. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's super annoying, and
I'm not really this bitter. Sorry.
no. But what is the problem for me is that they could have monetized on this platform in so many different ways, but instead they're making, like, it's so like you have 10,000 followers, so when you post something, they're going to show it to 10% of your following. So if you have 100 followers, 10 people will see it.
Yeah.
And if those 10 people don't sort of like love your content, then they're not going to show it to the rest of them.
And if you're new to Instagram, like if you want to grow an audience there, it's super hard right now. Nobody will notice you.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
It's too late.
Yep. That's how it feels.
the fuck, man.
And if you have like a small business and stuff like that, and you want to reach the audience,
pay
it's
money,
kind of impossible.
pay a lot of money.
Yeah, then you have to.
Yeah.
But
have to
I
buy
think it's so
followers and shit.
sad. I think it's so sad though, because I remember Instagram was so much fun.
Yeah, in the
And,
beginning.
like in the beginning, yeah, because we weren't rolling in people and likes, but it was
Something was
enjoyable.
happening.
Something was happening, like,
and you could feel like a continuous growth. And
yeah,
it
like
felt,
organically, it just like
felt
people
good.
saw it.
Yeah, from a toy became a tool, I guess. And
Yeah.
it's used.
No, but the thing is, I still think they can make money. Like Instagram, Facebook people can make money off of it in other ways, but instead they're choosing this pissy sort of like secretive. We're not going to tell you what is what. Like we're going to do this whole secret algorithm bullshit. Yeah. And we're also going to cap your followers so that the people that sort of follow you because they want to see what you're doing are not going to be.
The Instagram people are like in negotiations with VERO at the moment, buying them.
I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't think so.
hope
They never
not.
bought
No.
Feed. They never bought Feed, so I don't think they're going to
No,
buy
but
this.
Feed was prior to all of this shit. Now it's like, because from what I've seen at least, Instagram has gone full VERO. Like it feels like everybody's jumped on that ship now. So I think that's maybe scaring Instagram, because I'm hoping at least
I
they're
don't
getting a
think
lot
so.
of bullshit from us that really loved it before and now it's shit.
I don't think they're scared. I mean, they
don't
might
think so
reconsider some
either.
stuff.
Yeah, but I mean, they're gonna lose.
It's like Snapchat, man.
Yeah.
They just took what Snapchat did and made it better. Because Snapchat
That's
is a
true.
piece of shit app. Like, there is no UI experience there worth mentioning. It's more like you wipe your ass and then you accidentally wipe half your ass with half your hand, because you ran out of paper. That's that's Snapchat experience. I don't know.
I don't get it. No,
I
but
just-
nobody gets that. But yeah.
No, but I think it works. You feel like shit, you have shit.
Okay.
Like that's the Snapchat experience for you.
Yeah.
Like
But right now, Instagram is still the king.
Yeah, it is.
I mean,
Yeah.
people just didn't migrate and they're now on
No,
VERO.
no.
no,
They're still
we're
on
not
Instagram.
migrating. They're
But we're
yeah.
just a couple of days or weeks in. I don't know
Yeah.
how long it's been up.
Yeah.
But
like a week. I don't
yeah.
know.
So I mean, if it keeps growing like this, then maybe.
Yeah, and I hope they'll introduce new features.
Yeah.
Because right now it's not perfect, but
No, dude.
yeah.
But
just
I mean,
the-
they are promising that it is ad free and all of this, like from their video. So I hope they can just maintain this amount of action and keep their word.
Yeah, and I think something that worries people, if you read the terms of agreement, they can use your artwork freely without license, but it's just to promote VERO. So it's not about like they're going to sell prints off of your work. It's pretty much like Facebook. They can use to market Facebook. That they will, because you don't pay shit for the service.
No.
But they won't like make prints of your babies and have them in Mark Zuckerberg's office. Like, I like these babies. I'm just gonna put them here. That's not his voice, but yeah, you get the point.
Did he become like half German?
Yeah,
or
I
something?
don't
I don't know what that was. I just put them here.
Yeah, Mima.
All right, let's skip this one because we're gonna save it for another episode. I think.
Yeah,
to
okay.
deep
Let's.
dive in all
Okay.
that.
But
It's-
first
it is-
impressions, yeah.
It
First
is
impression.
really.
It looks promising.
Yes.
We like where it's headed.
I like the design and everything of it. It looks clean, nice.
And
Very-
something you said, Andy, as well, that I actually really agree on, is that there is no way to find other artists. Like, there is no sort of like
You have to have,
spotlight
like-
page or anything, like.
You need to just look at the hashtags.
Yeah,
but
I know.
You
but
have no suggestions.
so much bad.
Like
then
you
you-
have on Instagram.
No, but that's the good thing, because I don't know if you guys happen on the VERO art account. Like,
No, yeah. They
Yeah,
posted some
because they-
one of mine.
they're like
But I don't
really
think that's
active.
their. I don't think that's their account though. I think that's just someone.
No,
called.
yeah, but they're doing us a huge favor because they are posting from pretty much every new artist that they can find,
Oh.
sort of with the hashtag art or arte or whatever it is. They repost stuff constantly and give you shout outs. So I got I didn't get a lot of followers, maybe
Yeah, but it's
20 or
in-
something.
I like the thing on VERO, like you can spotlight another artist. That's pretty
That
cool.
is cool.
Yeah, I didn't know. I just my girlfriend got it yesterday night, and I just went into her thing, and then
How did you find it?
VERO.
Yeah.
My friend Tulle,
Okay.
a guy that works at the shop, he posted the first Instagram
the
one that I
first
saw,
one you saw.
and then I saw Bjorn.
Yeah.
Also in the shop, posted it, and I was like, okay, is this some sort of new tattoo app or something? What is this? And then I saw your story,
Okay,
and I
you
was
saw
like,
my story.
and then I was like, oh fuck it, I'll jump ship as
Yeah.
well. Let's do this.
Who did you see, Andy? Like,
I
how
don't
did you...
remember. It was this Sunday. I woke up, opened Instagram,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
everybody was like, "Follow me on VERO." Okay,
Okay,
I
I'll
will.
follow.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I saw like a friend wrote it to me on the Facebook app. He's just like, have you guys seen VERO? And then I was like, VERO, what is
Yeah.
this? And then like, I don't know what post I saw. I just like, join me on VERO. I was like, all right, let's join.
Let's do
Funny
it.
thing is, the moment I get up, get up,
Yeah.
get on
Get
VERO,
on up.
get up, get on down. No, the first minute I went on VERO, you were like the first, like,
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, you were
Friend
actually as
request
soon
from
as you
Elias.
as soon as you joined, I got like because it knew
you
we
got
were
notification.
friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like Andy just joined, Dominus just joined.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go through my contacts. I just went in blindly, so I searched for you.
Oh,
But you
okay.
were the first. Yes, I added you the first.
You were the first.
You were the first.
You were my first.
Oh.
I'm
Yeah.
special.
But yeah, we'll see what happens.
Okay,
I
yeah,
guess.
we'll park that for I guess next week.
And
or
that way we'll have another week of experiencing,
testing it. Yeah.
and maybe they'll have improved.
Mhm.
So,
But if you're interested, go into VERO,
yeah,
like on the Android market or the
Store.
App Store, and look for VERO. VERO.
Vero. Like
Vero
Muda.
nice. Yeah.
Not Vero Muda, but without the Muda. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
Just confusing everyone.
Yeah,
it's
I
like
did.
with a K, but without a K, with a silent R and
Melipnos.
Melipnos.
Yes.
Worst.
Idiots.
So, do you have any last questions for Andy?
Favorite Disney movie?
Disney movie.
That's not what I meant. I meant about
Oh,
Just
Thank
changing subject totally. I just
Oh,
wanted to
Disney
move.
movie.
Yeah, Disney movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one I didn't see.
I don't know.
Disney?
It used to be Treasure Planet,
Nice.
Nice.
but I
That's
think
my-
it's Tarzan.
Tarzan.
Yeah, Tarzan is
Tarzan, yeah.
really good. Yeah.
Actually, for me, it's still Treasure Planet.
Yeah, I like Treasure Planet as well.
Before Tarzan, I love Tarzan though. It's amazing. But yeah, Treasure Planet, it just has that little thing
Yeah.
that it's perfect, with the
Yes.
adventure and everything. And it's not a popular Disney movie. And it's got a lot of shit, I think.
Because of the beautiful 3D graphics.
Yeah.
Yes, and I think it's the only Disney movie that the main protagonist doesn't have a love interest.
Oh, that is so good. I'm so tired of all
Yes,
that shit.
and they don't
Like-
sing. Oh, they do. I don't remember.
No, they don't.
They don't.
No, it's just.
There's a musical number, but it's with the
It's
Google
just-
Dolls.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the main singer.
yeah, because they just sing while they're doing shit, but it's not like I am standing on the boat, I am
Yes.
mopping on the floor. La, 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 la.
Exactly.
There's none descriptive dancing and singing.
No.
But then again, Tarzan, like those animations.
Yeah.
Back then.
Oh,
Dude, the Tarzan.
when he's like rollerblading in the
Yes.
trees, but not
oh,
rollerblading.
that is so good.
Holy
That is
shit, it's
so
flawless.
good. Yeah,
So
Perfect.
fucking beautiful.
Yes.
Oof. Yes.
yeah. The animations in that one is fucking insane.
Good choices.
What about you?
Man, there's so many. One of my favorites is Taran and the Magical Cauldron.
Yeah,
I don't know. It's one of
The
the
Magic Cauldron.
Magic Cauldron.
or the black. Cauldron?
The Black Cauldron,
Is it Black Cauldron? Yeah,
probably.
Yeah,
Yeah,
one
it
of
is.
those.
See, I don't even know.
Black Cauldron.
Den magiska skiten in
Yes.
Swedish.
I think it's Black
But it's one of the lesser known Disney movies.
It's very dark.
It's really dark. Like, really
No,
dark.
someone
Okay.
dies in it.
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
like actually dies.
And it's
Oh, yeah.
actually
yeah.
it's pretty cute.
And
too.
the bad guy's so badass.
the
like
horned one.
Yeah, he's like a skull.
Yeah,
Okay.
he is.
Thanks for
he's,
spoilers.
he's
No,
you see him
he
straight
is
away.
a skull.
Okay.
Like, that's all he is.
He's Skeletor from He-Man,
But cool.
but
Okay.
with horns and
Uh-huh.
like goes with a cloak, and he's like really old and shit. It's
And
super
gnarly,
scary.
you know. It's a Don Bluth movie, I think. Like Don Bluth while he worked at Disney.
Nice,
So-
dude. I will Google it.
Do it. It's
I
like
don't know.
really cool. It's a bit outdated now, but when I saw it when I was a kid,
Yeah, of
it
course.
blew my fucking.
But we
brain.
love the dark stuff, like
Yeah,
when
we
it was
did.
really scary and sort of dark. That's like we look, ooh,
Yeah.
like Disney went fucking dark. But anything Don Bluth like was involved in
Oh, yeah.
is very sort of like even Anastasia, which is the the
I
more
love that
kid friendly.
Yeah, it's great.
It's still dark, like in nature. Like you
Yep.
you just expect them like to
that's-
come in with machine guns and just shoot down the family, pretty much.
I
you know?
really need to see that again because that one was ages
Yeah, it's
ago.
beautiful.
It's very nice.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think that one is one of my favorites. And then I've always had something for Basil Mouse, the famous mouse detective.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know that one.
It's also
know?
it's
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 like
also
Sherlock Holmes,
yeah, it's Sherlock
or-
Holmes, but he's a mouse.
Okay.
Yeah, those are
And it's
like-
also a little bit lesser known. But it was actually the first movie that Disney used a computer in collaboration with animation. But they printed they printed images from a computer and made it into a 2D animation scene. But they used the computer for the first time in that movie.
That's pretty cool.
And it's awesome. But I'm simple that way.
Yes, you are.
I don't I'm always simple.
Understanding.
Dirt. What about you, Elias?
Ah, shit. I
Favorite?
don't know. Like, I really.
Who cares
There's
anyways?
something
So
about
moving on. No.
Treasure Planet. Like, I don't know. Like, Treasure Planet still holds like a
Hey,
place.
I said for Treasure Planet.
Yeah,
Choose
you
something
can-
else.
No, you said Tarzan actually.
I
You
said
chose,
both.
Yeah, but you chose Tarzan.
I chose two as well.
So I don't know. What else do we have? Like, I really enjoy Don Bluth as well. Like, I like those. But then he made his own company and made most of the good ones there.
I think The Incredibles is awesome as well.
Yeah,
But
but,
it's-
dude, I've seen like they don't hold up today. Like they look like Incredibles. It's like so shitty. Some of the 3D graphics now they
I don't give a
hold
shit
up.
about the graphics.
No,
The
no, but I
fucking
mean,
movie
like,
is
no,
awesome.
the movie is awesome, but some of those like things, they're just like plastic and gray now. You know, like when you've seen like the newer stuff. So like the comedy and all the like awesomeness, it's still there,
It's perfect. Yeah.
but it's just that the graphics are like. We're sort of like we're moving so fast with what graphics look like
I haven't
nowadays.
seen the trailer for the second one.
Oh yes, that is awesome.
That's
that
I
looks,
love it. I love that they've just turned it upside down. Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's not dive into it now.
Yeah, but I guess
Favorites.
a movie that I like. Like I don't think it's one of the best ones, but I enjoyed because I watched it with my kids, and it's Hotel Transylvania 1 and 2. Like I don't know
Dude,
why.
I have to see this one.
No, but the thing is, it's not like.
No, but it's filmed in my
Oh,
country.
of course. Romania, welcome to Transylvania.
Yeah.
You got Adam Sandler in it. It's awesome.
No,
Oh,
but,
no.
but I don't know why, but I do enjoy it though because, like, both my kids loved it, and
Yeah. I totally recommend the art book. I've saw the art book.
Uh-huh.
It's amazing.
oh,
Nice.
sweet, yeah.
Yes.
Didn't Disney buy Nightmare Before Christmas? Doesn't it go under a Disney flag now? So I
Oh,
can
no.
say that one because that is my absolute favorite.
I'm not sure, but I hope not.
I've
Yeah,
heard
I'm just
somewhere
kidding.
that they
Like
they
I
did.
thought they released it under the Disney flag. Like they didn't make anything with it. I'm just like I might be dreaming this though. Like I maybe
No, but
made this up.
it's somewhere in my head as well.
Mhm.
But we
like
should
when
really
it
check
starts, like you have like a Disney thing, like not the Disney castle, but like something. But I hope
yeah,
I'm
I don't
wrong.
remember.
Yeah, I don't remember. But
Yeah,
that's also.
But that's an
fucking awesome.
amazing
But
movie.
dude,
Yeah. It's from
Also,
all
it's
the
another
singing
one
and
that I
all,
need to
like
see again.
everything is fucking magical about
Yes.
it.
It's actually I don't own it for some reason.
What?
Yeah, I know. It's like I have 1,500 movies, and that's not one of them.
When is your birthday?
12th of May.
You have to wait a bit.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a long wait.
Spoiler alert.
You just sit beside each other for like a couple of months and then like,
Thank you.
no, I don't know. Like I have a hard time choosing. I guess I'm gonna stick with those like Hotel Transylvania because sort of like then instead of nostalgia, I have this thing with my kids,
But it's not a Disney movie.
isn't it?
No, it's not. It's DreamWorks.
DreamWorks?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. I'm not in the movie.
I win. I win.
Yeah, that's
it's
true.
fine. I don't know.
Yeah.
I thought it was.
But you did
yeah.
say Treasure Planet, so you
Yeah,
still
so I'm
you
just
still
gonna
said
stick with
something
Treasure
Disney
Planet. I don't know. There's probably more Disney movies that you haven't thought about. That
that you
Is that
haven't
really-
thought about. I think.
no, I don't know. I can't come up with any movies. I really love Tangled. I think I've said Tangled before. Like I
That's
don't know
awesome.
why, but I really
yeah,
enjoy Tangled.
I think it's more of a modern classic. Like for
Mm-hmm.
me, it's a lot better than Frozen. It just hits the right notes
Mm-hmm.
in so many ways. Like just having the little chameleon.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the coolest character I've ever seen.
And Brave, for some reason, is like
Yes.
I enjoy it. Like the
Yes.
story's weird, but it's like for me, I don't care. Like in that movie, particularly, like I just enjoy it. Like I don't care about the like.
No, but I love it because it is weird. It is
'cause
unusual. It's not the normal.
It's not an epic.
Like,
Like,
it's
I
one
thought it
of
was
the
going to be
most
epic.
original-
Like, really.
one of the most original Disney movies because it's so not like anything else.
Well, we did meet Brenda Chapman.
Oh, yes.
Just before
Troy.
I got poisoned, food poisoning in Portugal. So
From
It
the
was
penis.
epic.
yeah, she's the screenwriter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So I met her. We stood in line waiting for food. Yeah, and then like, I'm gonna shit myself. But dude, that could have been
That was
bad.
close.
That was a
really
close call.
close.
We're in this bus. I don't know if we told this story, but we're in this bus on our way home with like legends.
She was white.
Dude. I was so white. I made Michael Jackson look black again. It was insane how white I was. I was just fucking transparent.
Yeah, we were
So-
going to the
Right.
airport.
But do you remember who was there? Like Sparth was there.
Everybody was there.
And, I shouldn't remember their names, but yes, like people from Pixar, DreamWorks, like high concept artists. And I'm just dying in the back because we've been poisoned. And
You searched for a toilet in the bus, but
yeah, it was broken and locked.
No.
So I was like, oh my God, they have a toilet here. And I just went to it and it was broken. And this is like a fucking 2-hour drive. And the poisoning started, like hours before. Like we were on a boat first. And then we're on this fucking bus for 2 hours. So when I reached there, I'm like, okay, see you everybody. Nice meeting you. Because I was like, I didn't know where, like, I don't know.
I don't think you remember running from the bus. To the
Dude,
toilet
I ran with my bag, just like walked super fast because I couldn't really run. I would have just shit out my pants. But dude, I was dying. I just like speed walked. And then I come into this fucking airport in Portugal and there are no fucking indications of where the fuck the toilet is. So I just started walking to some direction and then I found this like super weird hidden toilet. I was like, this is my. And I just shat the fuck out of it. I killed it.
I remember coming into the airport and then watching you coming out of the toilet. So glorious. Yes.
Dude, that could have been like, I could have shat myself on that bus with all these legends and they would have known who I was.
Yeah.
Yeah, Claire Wendling knows.
Claire Wendling. Oh man, yeah. That was actually awesome with being in Portugal.
Yes.
The buses or the cars that drove us to the boat, the first one we arrived, I'm in the car with Claire Wendling and
Yes.
because you took the first. You went
I
before.
was supposed to be in the car with you, but then Claire get in. I was like, oh, she's Claire.
Yeah. I even like Google.
Yes.
I was like, yes, the Claire Wendling. Nah, it was cool. It was really cool.
Yeah. We should
Nice.
do it again.
Portugal?
Yes.
Yes, really should. We'll see
Trojan
if we can
horse
go.
was a unicorn. Yeah, this is how it called,
Yeah,
right?
Trojan horse was
Yeah.
a unicorn.
So guys, go if you.
Yeah, if you haven't been, it's super expensive, but if you can make it,
Yes, it's the best experience.
It's a fucking great experience. You don't have to be the best artist. You'll just meet the best artists.
Yes.
That's all you need.
I just looked in my sketchbook. I haven't gotten far since 2 years ago. Like it's still like somewhere around that time I stopped working in that sketchbook. I've done others, but that sketchbook is like it's just like maybe like 30 pages further along, but not far enough to sort
But
of. Like,
this is just your fault.
yeah, nah, it's my fault. There's
You're
no
lazy,
one to
yes.
blame.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
How far along are we? by the
We
way?
are Black Panther far.
Nice.
So
So yeah.
Andy, before
Yes.
we do that, where can they find everything about Scavenger and all that jazz?
As of today, I created a website dedicated to Scavenger. So if you go to www.scavengerworld.net, you'll see all the info.
Scavengerworld.net,
Yes.
just to be clear.
Nice.
And you'll find artworks, some info about the world, and just follow me on Instagram, Facebook,
Twitter.
Twitter.
What's your Instagram handle? So everybody knows.
On Instagram, it's Pandemonium Arts. It's complicated.
Pandemonium Arts.
Yes.
Nice.
So yeah, you can find more stuff in there.
And on Twitter, it's
It's
Dominus
Dominus. Z.
with the Z?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, because
Dominus.
of...
Because someone took my Dominus.
I know. And then on VERO, it's
Dominus.
Dominus.
With an S.
With an S, yeah. Because it
Yeah.
was available. That's
Yes.
the best thing about that platform.
Yeah.
Less confusing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the word penis.
Best
I think it's
artist
taken.
is me. Just look for it. No.
So with that said, puss och kram skumbanan, we're going over to the retro.
Nice.
Nice. You see? You're a funny guy.
Yeah.
Funny guy, motherfucker. So we're back. And on this retro, we're going to be talking about Black Panther. So, major spoilers.
Not really.
It sucks.
It's
Not major
No.
spoilers.
he's
because
black in the end.
Every time
No,
we talk
he's black all the
spoilers,
time.
we talk
No.
for 3 hours. So
No, okay.
We're not doing it. We're talking about Black Panther.
Let's talk
alright?
about the Black
But,
Panther. He's black. He's Panther.
Yeah. Awesome movie.
Yeah.
See you guys next time. No, but yeah, just a little spoiler alert, I guess, because we're probably going to say
We're
stuff
probably going to say stuff.
that
I don't want to
you
filter.
Probably don't want to know if you haven't seen it. So go
Yeah.
see it, then come back, listen to this part of this episode.
Okay, before we move on, I want all of us to do like a first quick impression, like a couple of sentences of what you thought of the movie. Mm-hmm. Okay, you go.
Guess first.
Guess first?
Yes,
Okay.
of course.
Okay, pressure.
I liked it, but not as much.
No.
I think it's a good movie. It could have been a lot better. Visually, of course, everything that's done nowadays, it's super impressive.
Except from DC. But
Yeah, well-
and I need to put that disclaimer in.
No
Yeah.
mustache, but
They added a mustache.
No, they removed the mustache.
No, I mean in this movie.
Oh,
they
yeah,
added
yeah,
a
they added a mustache.
black mustache.
Black mustache.
But yeah, it's good. I mean, the story is nice. It's good, let's say. But I think the screenplay suffers because of this. They try to explain to you a lot of things.
Like you're stupid.
Yeah, and that's kind of bothers me. But then again, it's enjoyable. I like
Yeah.
it.
Okay, Rob.
I liked it too. Probably a little bit more than Andy, but I mean, I wasn't overly super stoked when I walked out of there. Like, I enjoyed watching it, and I am gonna see it again, but not at the movies.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Pirate Bay.
I'll leave it. I'll
Yeah,
leave it there.
I think for me it was kind of hard to have a connection with the characters. They're so brief in there, like everybody's.
Yeah.
We're gonna deep dive into
Yeah, all of
everything
it.
that we hate and love soon. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're
So mine as
Awesome.
well. Like I did enjoy it, but I think the hype sort of was bigger than the
Yes.
the
Yes.
delivery. But I really enjoyed like the strong characters, although brief, like you said as well. Like there were some like I fell in love with some characters, and no, I just like we're gonna deep dive into it, but did enjoy it. Didn't deliver the hype, and some things just bother me, and we'll get to that.
so we're pretty much all on the same page.
Yeah.
Ish. That's cool. Okay, good.
It's not my favorite.
No, definitely not.
I think Thor, for some reason, a movie that's about nothing.
Ragnarok.
Ragnarok,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It blew this
No,
one
no.
out of the water, I think.
No, Thor 1, that's what I'm... No, I'm just-
I actually enjoyed Thor 1 now. When I watched it, rewatched it, it was a lot better than it was when I saw it the first time. Just needed to say that. So, I mean...
so
but that,
Andy's going to be the next... Like, he's going to be my second in this podcast. Because Robert has opinions about movies.
But actually, I saw Thor right after I saw Justice League.
Oh, shit.
Because I wanted to test it.
That's why.
That's what...
So I was like, okay. Because I really hated the first Thor when it came. I was like, this is ridiculous.
Oh, boys.
Yeah.
No, just kidding.
And then I saw Justice League, and I wanted to fucking shoot myself in the eyes, and went back home, saw Thor, the first Thor, and it was really good.
Well,
So that
yes.
says a lot about Justice League.
Yes.
That's all I'm saying.
All right. So,
All right, diving
what-
into it. First off, I want to say, if you don't know the stats and stuff, it is the second most
know.
grossing superhero movie
Yep.
of all time.
Yep.
There are gonna be 10 sequels, probably.
Probably.
Yep.
Yes.
Pale Panther.
We don't know if this is
Pink Panther.
Pale Panther, Pink Panther.
if this
all of
is
them.
primarily because it's it's a black director, black cast, black power type movie.
but it is like
But-
even the makeup people and everything was like sort of like they intentionally just chose to have like
So the whole
the
whole
production
movie.
is very sort of like
So
with that
only
in mind.
Bilbo is the
Yeah,
only,
he's like the whitest person in that movie.
not even a wigger. He's just he's just a white guy.
He's just like
Yeah,
plain
blonde
old vanilla.
But I don't know if that's why it made so much, because like the whole world of black community sort of went in full force and just threw money at it.
I don't
Maybe
know.
I don't know.
I think like it's part of the hype, part that there's like sure we have Blade and everything that we mentioned
Yeah,
before.
I mean,
like-
Blade fucking, he made, how do you say, like, he paved the fucking
Yes,
way for
yes.
all of this.
But this is, I think, what makes this so big is that it's a Marvel movie and they're like making way for a black character.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I love that. I think it's awesome, and that we've come that
Yes, I
far
agree.
finally, like, that we're accepting everything now.
Yeah, because
And also the message in the movie is really nice, and, like,
Yeah.
it's good. It's very now.
but you know what they do great? Because this could also just because you're trying to be like, oh, it's 2018, everyone should have like black people should also be able to star in movies, all that thing.
Yeah.
That could also sort of like be so forced, just like it does in sort of Justice
Mm-hmm.
League, where she's gonna do like the feminine thing and like, oh, boys, that, and you're just like, ugh,
Yeah.
like you don't feel it. It's just cringy.
Yes.
But in this movie, they've just like. They haven't focused on shit like that. They
it's
just,
just
do
natural.
it like natural, and they just like, the warrior women, they fight.
Yeah.
Like they're dressed to fight. They don't have hair, so no one can pull their hair, so they
Exactly.
can fight.
Yeah.
Like I really like that sort of like they're not trying to, I don't know, like do modern day references.
No,
like-
exactly. And that was also one of the biggest, like the positives
Yeah.
for me, was all of those strong women or female characters that just own the fuck out of everything. Like, they're so fucking good.
Did you see how
Awesome.
primal they? Do you remember when like this is a spoiler? Yeah. Well, we've said spoilers
Yeah,
so
we've
many
said
times.
spoilers.
Like people drop out when they
Yeah.
know it's spoilers. We've gotten that feedback.
So
but-
nobody listens now.
No, we can
but
say
that's
whatever we
usually
want.
what we say. Like, nobody listens to this, but this is just the nerds. that
Yeah, it
listen. And so when they're holding up the blue shields, and then the gorilla tribe comes along, I don't know what they're called, like that sort of.
Yeah.
Something M.
Yeah, exactly. I don't remember, but
Bucky.
they had this big gorilla skull mask and everything.
I think it was
so-
something close to Mongo, which is
Which
really
is-
weird, but yeah.
But
something
but
like-
when they come, and then just before the shields get taken down and they start fighting again, there's this one lady. She's like, ah! Would stab someone with a spear. I was like,
yes.
yes, that's how you fight. You don't like, that's American actresses fighting, and I'm
all
like,
fucking
"Ugh."
in. Yeah.
No, but yeah, so that always ruins it for
You
me.
know what I would love? Like a movie like this, like Black Panther, but
With white people. I'm definitely not a racist. I'm sorry.
yeah,
Don't hate me anymore.
That was a joke.
Yeah,
we
it was
get it. You're allowed to
we are
joke.
sorry. No, but has anybody seen Logan?
Oh, yeah.
So I think it's more like mature story-wise.
Yeah, that's what I like the most.
So I would love a Marvel
Yeah.
movie like taken
Like,
there.
yeah.
Like,
No.
keep going the Deadpool route.
Oh, dude.
Or that way.
I'm not saying, like, make it goofy like Deadpool, but R-rated, like, because
Yeah.
it needs
Yes,
to be.
Yes.
Not, don't focus on
Yeah,
making
don't
all
make
the
it
money.
for everybody.
No.
Like
Like,
Yeah.
you make the movie it deserves to be.
But I think I think they're not going to do that, because I think what makes them able to do like the other type of movies, now that they're Disney, is that as long as the mainstream Marvel movies are making money, they can put to make these other movies as well.
Yeah.
You know, like, because I think if the normal Marvel movies aren't making as much,
No.
no one's gonna like invest in those other weird ones.
No,
So I think it's a little thanks to the we will fight to the death, but no one's ever gonna die. That type of movie.
Yes, exactly.
That's actually one of the things I hate about the Black Panther. The only person that dies is like a person you don't care about.
No.
And
No, that's not true.
who dies?
Killmonger dies.
Yeah.
You didn't care about it?
No. Like
Because
I like the
the
story
only
there.
people that died were the coolest people.
No, I'm not sure he was
And then
cooler person,
well,
but that's
oh, yeah.
not really like.
And
I mean,
then
I just didn't.
Forrest
care.
Whitaker as well, but
No, I didn't
we
care.
didn't really care about
Like for
him.
me, no, he ruined everything in Rogue One, so I was just like, stab him more. Why did you just stab him once?
Saul Guerrero, die. No, but I loved Michael B. Jordan's character. I really, it was one of the, actually, I think one of the best Marvel villains for me.
Not for
Because
me.
he's so,
You're just in love with him.
yes.
He's not actually the villain.
No,
It's kind of gray
that's the
area.
thing.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Because
that I
in
like.
every other movie, it's so
Black and white,
extremely
yeah.
clear. Like,
You come, you
Ultron
ruin Segovia.
yeah, exactly. It's everything. Or they turn into the good guy and they survive, and now they're part of the Avengers and they're awesome. But this guy is like, he's got his agenda. He's fucking pissed, and he's killed a lot of people to get where he is. And he's like, I don't give a shit. This needs to change. You need to change this.
Yep.
And what happens in the end?
Nothing changes.
He wins. Like, they actually do change
Nothing
everything.
changes.
No,
They
but
had
that's
to
the
kill
thing.
him first.
Yeah, yeah.
Stabby, stabby.
But he didn't die in vain and everything. Like, he's such a fleshed out character in that way, and I wish we could have seen more of him.
That's
'Cause
what I meant. That's
yeah.
That's why I didn't care.
The introduction of
that.
that character was awesome, like in the museum and all that stuff.
Yeah,
I loved that scene.
I care more about that guy than the Black Panther.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, me too.
But he has more depth. Like, but I really like the parts where, the first time I really sort of felt something with the Black Panther is when he sort of like, when he sort of voices that he thinks his dad did wrong by leaving him, and he screams at them all.
Yeah.
That I really liked. That was like, ooh, this is good. More of that. I would have loved to see more of that sort of like.
Because that's the thing, like we talked about, it's like it's the Disney way. They include everybody. Everybody can see these movies. There was a little kid with his mom to see this movie. He complained throughout the whole movie. He's like, I don't understand. Is it over yet? Blah, blah. Because they're talking a lot. It's more of a drama than it is.
And
Yeah.
this movie
Politics
was
and
actually
stuff.
Exactly,
Yeah,
yeah.
this movie was slow compared
It's
to
very
other
slow.
movies.
Yeah.
Like it was super slow. It had like some high action scenes, but then it was slow.
Yeah.
Like it was
Yeah.
not Blade Runner slow, but slow. You know, like to be a Marvel movie.
Yeah.
Where it's just like slap, 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 or shield, slap, 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 slap. You know.
But it
it's
was
just
still
like-
interesting.
No,
Like,
I didn't mind the
slow
pacing.
in a
I
good
didn't-
way. Yeah.
I didn't mind the pacing.
No.
And then one thing
but
that
that's what I
always
meant
get to me.
with
Sorry.
it's not a kid movie.
Yeah,
Like
no.
in that way, but it is still like there's not a lot of blood and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, they do kill people and shit, but kids
Off
don't
camera.
understand it. That's why I agree with you. They should have probably made it R-rated and like gone a little bit further
Yeah. Yeah.
and done some more awesome slaughter stuff.
Yeah, because the thing is that's where I sort of didn't buy the X-Men movies, because he had fucking claws, steel, adamantium, world's strongest thing, and you know it didn't kill anyone with them. He just like pushed people with the claws.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
like,
but
they're
in-
all Shaolin monks, or he's super bad with those claws.
But then Logan happened.
Yeah.
Then Logan,
Logan was
I was
the
like,
shit.
oh, they can cut stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it only took like 12 movies.
He figured it out.
He finally learned.
Oh, if I stab with the
Yeah.
they're knives. Jesus.
I thought they were sharp. It all makes sense.
Oh man.
Too bad I'm
So,
dying.
Yeah, I would love to see more of
Yes.
like sort of dark storylines,
Yeah.
like the
And
Logan one.
I think they are gonna go that route eventually.
I hope so.
Because it feels like they are slowly moving towards that.
But can I ask you guys, what the hell do you think about the Black Panther again, not Logan. But the fighting, the CGI Panthers, you know, in the suits.
You can see a CGI.
It's so
Yeah.
plastic
Yeah.
and fake, and that sort of like kills the illusion that there's a risk as well for me.
Yeah.
Like I don't mind them doing some scenes, you know, like
Yeah.
when he sort of like slides through the car and sort of jumps on the car. Like that
Yeah.
stuff is fine because
I mean,
you
we st-
alternate between.
And we
you
also
know,
like we want to know what his suit can do and like all
Yeah.
of that stuff.
it can fall on a mannequin.
Yeah, that's really nice. But yeah, no, the fighting was totally secondary. Like I don't really remember the fighting even. Like everything else sort of took over. The fighting was there because they needed to put it in because it was a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I need some action
Yeah,
for
yeah.
the kids.
They probably did have some cool moves, like we talked about the spear. Like, but that was just the woman fighter
the
again.
oh man, the women
When
were
she
awesome.
like her super spear through the car and then sticks in the ground and the car flips over. That was like the coolest thing I've seen.
That was the primitive weapons,
Yeah.
right? With the
It was.
I don't remember. Did they have the superhero landing?
I didn't pay attention to that actually.
Yeah, she surfed on a piece of the car,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, sort of.
And that was a little bit over the top, obviously. But
Yeah.
I'm okay with over the top. I like that stuff.
Oh no, yeah.
It was when they blew up the
and she
car.
comes in with the chair. I laughed. Like
Yeah.
I didn't want
It
to.
was
I was like,
hilarious,
that was, yeah.
but it's like a bit out like.
yeah, I know. But I felt like since they're not doing it like they did in Star Wars, where there was like one of those jokes all the time.
Yeah, it wasn't
in this
forced
one,
in.
yeah, it wasn't like every opportunity. It was that.
What are
scene.
those?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Oh, the flip flops.
Yeah.
The sandals.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but I really liked her. She was like my favorite. Like the
Yeah.
warrior women were awesome,
But the little
but the sister was fucking awesome. That role could have been so bad. It could have been like DC Lex Luthor bad.
Oh.
Like it could have been sort of like
Nothing can be that
potentially awesome, but it like
Yeah, they pulled it off.
Yeah, she was awesome. I don't know what she's done before.
No, I
But she
don't.
did
I don't
this
recognize
part,
any
like-
of any of these women,
Yeah, because
or the guys except
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan.
Because I just saw that going south so hard, like when they introduced this jokey character, you know. Because either they have it or it's just shit.
Speaking of jokey characters, the white guy, what's his name? Hobbit.
Yeah,
Sherlock.
the Hobbit. Yeah,
The guy who plays in Sherlock Holmes, and
Yeah.
he's the Hobbit.
yeah.
don't
We will
remember
call
his
him
name.
Hobbit.
Wasn't
Yeah,
it
the
Freeman something? Martin Freeman.
Yeah, not Martin. Martin Freeman. I think.
Morgan Freeman.
No, I think it's Martin Freeman. Anyway,
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His
Yeah.
existence there was just for the laughs. I mean,
Yeah.
he had no depth or something.
No, and he was weak. Like he didn't really like. He shot a gun once and then sort of
Yeah, he
threw
was
himself.
so useless.
Yeah,
Yeah. Well, he pretty much sort of died and got crippled and then got
and
saved.
then got saved. But the thing is, he's sympathetic, like as a character, like a you know like a non-powered, non-fighter type of person. But then again, he has like super pilot, blah 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 blah, and then when he flies, they just
Yeah.
they just like lost it there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like it could have been good. Like when she drives the car, when she's in the sort of virtual car simulation,
yeah,
it's so good.
It works.
Why
great.
didn't they make his part as good? Because he
felt sort of
like when he was flying it, it just felt like he was sitting there and he's like, "Oh my god, I only have a few seconds left," but there was none of it showing on his face.
I bet you it was like the producers or something that said like we need to have the white guy do something
Yeah, it's probably.
because
He's
I
the
think-
funny character.
yeah.
That's
But was he funny ever?
He
Not
wasn't
really, but I think he had like he,
was
tried
supposed-
to be
yeah,
or
he
something.
was supposed to be. But
I don't
I
know.
think it's also because I think he's gonna have a little bit of a bigger role in
next one?
Infinity
Second
War.
No.
Like he's gonna be sort of a meddler between these,
faction.
and also
Yeah.
then probably gonna try to be the funny guy again. But I think that's why they had him in as well to connect better into
Yeah.
that one. But what did you guys think of Claw or Andy Serkis?
Andy Serkis. I like the character. He
I
was very
Yeah.
sort of.
loved
Yeah.
him. Like it was.
He's so.
He's so nasty.
I found
Yeah.
it funny. I told you
Yeah.
that day. Like I
Yeah.
found it funny because Andy Serkis played Gollum,
And then you have the
Yeah,
Hobbit.
the
Oh yeah,
Hobbit.
that's right.
Gollum the
That
Hobbit
is
face to
such a good
face.
fucking
That's
connect.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have
white
loved
guys.
once. You know what I
only
would have
white guys
loved?
in the movie
They both
were
like have a
fucking
face to face, and they're playing the Hobbit
Both
Yes.
are hobbits. Because Gollum is also a
No,
hobbit.
I mean, and they
Just
play
saying.
the Hobbit movie in the back. Like, I would have loved that.
They
Oh,
probably
yeah.
do though. Like they should.
Probably.
Like really discreet somewhere. That,
It was just like
Deleted
part of the song, like
scenes.
doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Just like,
yeah, his phone
yeah,
signal.
oh, that would have been perfect. Then you take-
Give it the precious.
no, but Andy Serkis was so
Yeah, it's-
fucking
yeah.
disgusting.
I think in every
like,
movie
Yeah,
he's good.
I was just gonna say. Yeah, he is
Yeah.
fucking awesome in everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing the range he has, and he can do anything
Mm-hmm.
with everything.
I really like when they sort of save him and everything, like when they blow up the prison, and just like the reactions are like they feel genuine, like like yeah, like he's so excited.
Yeah.
And,
But I loved him in the casino as
And
well.
casino as well,
He was
like-
just walking around like really fucking. He loved that it was like shit was blowing up.
Adrenaline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, when he comes out of the casino, there when they're just
Yeah,
about to escape,
and he's like
yeah,
super
it's-
hyped. It's
Yeah.
like, fuck, that was awesome. Yes.
Yeah, I made it rain. What the
Yeah,
hell?
yeah, yeah. That's
because
right.
he's like, I made it rain, and it feels genuine. Like
Yeah.
I felt that it was like he really believed that, like that it was
Yes.
so cool that he fucking like blew up the place and money was flying and
Yeah.
just like that.
Also badass.
Yeah.
And like it was him and Michael B. Jordan. They were like the bad guys, and they were awesome. So
Yes.
again, I think this movie has the coolest bad guys that I've seen, at least lately.
I think bad guys, like, what happened to bad guys? They suck nowadays, though.
Jeff
like in
Goldblum.
general, like
They run America.
Oh yeah,
no,
sure.
but I would,
yeah.
but why can't like he play a bad guy in a movie?
Well, he does.
No,
Home
but
Alone
I'm
too.
just he's in Home Alone too. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just like says hello to the kid in the hallway. Yeah. Kevin McAllister. But I know, but I would love to see like characters like bad guys nowadays. They're just like meh. There's nothing. Like Ultron was.
Yeah.
I liked Ultron.
True.
I did.
No, I
thought it
enjoyed
was
the
funny.
movie. Like it's fine. But while I was sick, I rewatched Deadpool, and Deadpool is so fucking good. Like it's so good. Like I remember loving it, like fucking crazy when I saw it at the cinema. But rewatching it, I had forgotten how awesome that movie is. Even when he has like, what is her name? The one I always forget. The Supersonic.
Megasonic Teenage Warhead. Or
Negasonic.
Negasonic.
Negasonic
Teenage
Teenage Warhead. The girl.
Oh, okay.
With the when they just come in and they just have like DMX on, which you would never have on. It's so good. Like
Yes.
X gon' give it to you, and then he's like, "Fuck my bag!" He forgets the duffel bag with the weapons, and then he like calls, and you have that scene. And he's stuck in traffic, and then like, and
No,
then
it's
they
really
just.
good. It's really
And
good.
then when he turns around and they're like, "Fuck it, let's do it anyway," and then they just keep,
Take it.
it's so good how they sort of like
Yes.
it's all so perfect. Like how
Maximum
can,
effort.
yeah, exactly. It's so good. Like all the timings and everything.
It's all over the
is-
top and it's like
Yeah.
breaking the fourth wall every time.
Oh, yeah.
Every time.
amazing.
Brilliant.
But dude,
Genius choices in everything they've done, like in that movie.
but when
Yeah.
you watch it without being hyped, like I was when I saw it the first time, it's the timing is so good. The timing is so good on everything. Like even when she does her thing, like when she just like puts down her phone and then just like it's so good. And then you watch like something from DC and you're like, why?
Yeah.
Why are you even why are you burning so many dollars
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
failing? So
Yeah. But you had no, seriously. I rewatched Deadpool again maybe just a week ago or something, and it still holds up. I've
Yeah,
seen it
it's-
probably 30 times, at least 30 times since it came out, and I love it more each time I see it. There's something extra you pick up each time you see it.
Related to your T-shirt today, have you seen the Venom trailer?
Yeah, we joked about it.
Yeah.
It's like
What the fuck
it
was that?
I don't know, dude. It looks like
I'm still
like
waiting
Tom
for the
Hardy
Venom
at the
trailer.
we joked about it. Tom Hardy at the dentist.
Yeah.
It feels
having
like
a bad.
fan trailer from other
Yeah.
shots from other movies.
Yeah.
put together.
Yeah. I actually thought it was at first.
Yeah,
I thought it
what
was
the
like a spoof or somebody that.
But then you found the like so 116 or was it like?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I think it's 116.
In the comments, like everyone writes what happens in 116
Yeah, like,
is when he.
it's sort of like a meme, you know. It's like what I look like when I step on a Lego.
It's like, and didn't you say that someone cut them together into a sort of like just that scene repeatedly?
Yeah,
And
no,
he's put the comments so you can read the comments. And,
it's Jeremy Johns is his name. He's like a video reviewer or a movie reviewer. I love his channel. It's got like the clips are really short, so it's easy to see. But he did one of those. It's like tales from the comment section, and it's the 116, and it's so funny. Like, and he just takes the best ones that he likes, and he reads them out, and then shows that clip, and it's just
Christ.
like, it's so stupid, so retarded. It's like 5 minutes of awesomeness. I just laughed my ass off. So that's a recommendation if you're bored. Jeremy Johns, Tales from the comment section. But
Sweet.
Yeah. But I'm still looking forward to the Venom movie.
Yeah, of
He
course.
is one of
Yeah,
my
yeah,
favorite
maybe we'll get
characters. Tom Hardy is one of my favorite
Hey,
actors.
if they go the Logan route,
Yes.
because that's what it feels like.
It feels
it
like-
feels
yeah,
like
yeah.
a Logan route.
I
doesn't
don't
it?
think Tom Hardy would have jumped on this project if it was anything less than that, because he feels like he's not a sellout. He does his own thing. And if they managed to sell him into this, they must have done something right.
Yeah, I hope so.
So yeah,
I was so
fingers crossed.
disappointed because they didn't show any shot of the
No, you
costume.
Venom.
you saw
No.
something creeping up
But-
on the neck, and I was like,
Oh.
okay, he
Dentist
blew a
fluids.
vein or something. He
Yeah.
screamed too hard.
That's what I looked like when I shot myself this weekend.
Alias in Portugal.
Well, stepping
Yeah.
on it.
116.
Yeah. Do we have anything else on Black Panther? Just a funny little extra tidbit, because I think there's a lot of people thinking that the Black Panther comic got its name from the party, Black Panther Party. You know,
Yeah, no.
no, the comic was published 3 months before the actual party was created. Selfie time. Selfie.
Just froze.
So
up.
just so you know, yes, the comic actually came before the Black Panther Party.
I did hear something terrible though today on Joe Rogan.
Oh,
Stan Lee apparently has a lot of nurses and shit at his house that he sort of like suck my dick.
What?
Yeah, I'm just like hoping it's not
no,
true. Come on, Stan, just die before you say
we
shit.
don't want to know
Don't do
this
shit
stuff.
like that. Yeah.
But yeah, no,
So-
I wouldn't be surprised. Fucking-
Dude, yeah, but
Old
I'm
dirty
hoping
dudes.
not though, because it's dude, everyone.
And he's like the saint, you know. He's the last fucking. He's always been the good
Yeah.
guy, you know.
But Joe Rogan had a really nice bit about like he's just like just counting the hours, so he's just like suck my dick, you know, just like fuck it,
doesn't give a shit
Doesn't
anymore.
give a shit, yeah.
Of course.
Like he's a millionaire and sort of
Well, I mean, he's single
Super.
now, so.
Is
yeah.
he?
Yeah, it's horrible. His wife died. Just like
Oh shit, yeah, I
half a
heard
year
about
ago or
that.
so.
Yeah, I heard about that.
they've been together like 50 or 60 years.
Yeah.
Or married 50 or 60 years, probably
Jesus.
together. And she was actually the one that sort of pushed him to do the comics. Like, because he was about to quit. He was doing the same shit all over again.
But did he? Stanley doesn't draw though.
No, he
was a
he writes
He writes,
and
yeah, he was a writer.
creates.
Yeah.
So she pushed him, and then he made sort of Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man or Fantastic Four or something.
The thing is, a young Stan Lee to me looks like an old Stan Lee. That's the
Yeah.
thing. Like,
Pretty much
there is no
does look the
difference.
He's forever.
Because I saw like a couple of videos from the '90s. He looks just as old. Like,
Yes.
I'm like, there's no difference. 20 years, you know, does nothing to a man like Stan.
How old is he?
95.
Yeah, he's fucking
Yep.
out there.
He's
Ancient.
yeah.
Yeah, so I hope it's not true, but yeah,
Yeah, it
apparently
probably is.
everyone is. And the guy, you know, Brett Ratner, Rush Hour,
Oh yeah.
same.
Of course. He looks like a fucking douche.
Ouch. Brett Ratner.
Hashtag me too.
No, but
Or him too.
him too. But yeah, man. Like we said before, like I'm so glad Baby Driver got out when it got out before the whole Kevin Spacey thing.
Oh, man.
I was like, thank God, didn't ruin the experience.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
No, but there's so many of like, and I don't know. Like some are true, some are, you know.
Yeah, well, I think all of those people that sort of get a little bit more power or empowered, they just abuse the fuck out of it.
Oh, definitely. Power corrupts totally.
Yeah,
Isn't that a thing?
probably.
Was it
Is it
from
a thing in Greek?
Spider-Man? Like, power comes
With great power.
Comes great
Yes.
responsibility. Yes, it is.
And with that said, we stroll out into the night.
Yes. Slow-mo walkout. Back to Transylvania. Because it's Andy.
Andy's night, and no one's gonna dance into the penis in the night.
No one's gonna save you from the penis, in the night. Because it's Andy.
Just use lube, man.
Just use lube. No,
Not now.
we're out. Yeah. Exactly.
Thank you guys for listening, and remember, follow Andy on social media and check
Yeah.
out his site.
Dominus on Twitter. Dominus on everything else. And Pandemonium Arts.
Yes. And scavengerworld.net.
Yes.
Check it out. And
Yes.
thank you guys for having me.
Yeah. And
Thank you for being here, man.
And thanks
Thank you.
for not like for doing this after we canceling it like 3 times.
Yes.
That's what we do.
So
No, really appreciate it. Hope you'll be back further along and
Yeah, man.
talk
And just
about the
give us a
progress.
follow-
Let's talk when we do the Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Oh, you know we forgot to mention
What? The
the
Kickstarter?
giveaway.
Yeah, but that's
scheisse,
why we're doing this in
Yeah,
the end.
yeah, exactly.
So
We
for
should
you
cut this
guys-
part and put it in the
Yeah,
beginning.
put it in the middle. No, but we'll make it part of the post.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And-
let's talk about that real quick before we say goodbye then.
Yeah, we have a print from Scavenger.
Yes, it's a unique print. Nobody else have it. It's
Yeah.
signed by me. You can sell it on eBay.
You can sell it on eBay exactly and pay for your I don't know your grandma's hip replacement.
Good quality papers, probably worth a couple of crowns.
Yeah,
That's
I've,
awesome.
I've actually touched it against my scrotum as well, so you get extra value.
I have seen it. It is true.
It is true. Oh, well, you'll all see it. It is true.
We have pictures as well.
We have pictures, yeah.
So how are we doing this then? Because obviously you've talked
I
about
have no
this.
idea. We're just gonna. We had a plan, but we're posting it on Instagram for you to sort of see. So follow Andy on Pandemonium Arts on Instagram, and that's it. Follow Sketchbook Heroes on that, and then just write a comment. I think is what we're planning.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
And share Sketchbook Heroes on VERO. That's probably
Because you can.
Yes. Just do everything.
Yes, do everything.
Do everything in your power to make us great again.
Yes.
And we're out.
Thanks for listening. Goodbye, everybody.
Noise!
Yeah.
There's